Run to the Final Four. She told ABC at the time about her pregame prayer.
But I do begin with, good and gracious God, I pray for the other team, perhaps not as hard.
Sister Jean attended Loyola games up until last season. And Moody Blues singer and bassist John Lodge has died at 82. He wrote the catchy song Ride My Seesaw. He joined the band in 1966. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2018. I'm Brian Clark, ABC News.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
The ACLU of Colorado is suing the Trump administration, accusing ICE of making illegal warrantless arrests in the state. Hans Meyer, a co-counsel in the case, says the lawsuit seeks to ensure ICE follows proper legal procedures and restores constitutional protections for immigrants.
We do think that if a court steps in and forces ICE to follow the law, will bring us back into balance with what would be lawful law enforcement functions and a respect for our constitutional principles.
The lawsuit highlights the case of a Brazilian student who was stopped by a Mesa County deputy for a traffic violation and later detained by ICE for 2 weeks despite having no criminal history. Starting next year, all City of Colorado Springs employees, except those in public safety, will take 5 unpaid furlough days under a new cost-saving plan. Police Chief Adrian Vasquez says his department is managing overtime and scaling back community outreach to stay within budget limits. Despite the cuts, city leaders emphasize public safety remains the top priority. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic
from the Superstar Car Wash Traffic Center.
Okay, I got a big crash working right now on I-25 southbound. It's just down past Hamden. Looks like the left portion of the highway blocked, and it is tying up rather quickly there, at least back to Yale, almost Colorado. Definitely push right, 225 coming in from Parker. Still kind of bunched up a little bit as you head down the hill and hooking up with I-25, either north or south. Doesn't look too bad. Got a lot of jamming on I-70 westbound, just past E-470 and the eastbound side from Pena out through that stretch. That's all construction-related delays. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Arroyo Grande with Raymond Arroyo.
I'm Raymond Arroyo. I'd like to invite you to my new podcast, Arroyo Grande. Discover life lessons, practical advice, and inspiring examples to live by as I sit with celebrities and thought leaders you'll absolutely love. Listen to Arroyo Grande wherever you get your podcasts.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Right now.
Jelly Roll! Hi, this is Ed Sheeran.
Brian Adams. Make some noise for Tate McRae. Hey, I'm Shannon Hagar.
Mariah Carey.
We have Room 5. Good evening.
Hey, this is John Fogerty.
And so much more.
See it all at our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Streaming only on Hulu right now.
There are massive changes in health insurance this year. That's why you need certified experts on your side. You need Integra Insurance. They've helped me for years and can help you too. They look at everything available to you on and off the exchange and get you the best options for tax credits and subsidies. They also help you with everything Medicare. Let Integra make your health insurance shopping simple and smart. IntegraInsurance.com. 303-466-5500. 466-5500.
It's Triple J Armory's Oktoberfest giveaway. Visit us in Littleton or Colorado Springs and enter the in-store drawing, no purchase necessary. Earn extra tickets with every purchase, training class, or new membership. The more you celebrate with us, the more chances you have to win a $500 Triple J Armory gift card and a free range membership. Winners announced live on social media November 3rd. Triple J Armory, where Oktoberfest means means freedom, firepower, and more bang for your buck.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. That's check. Enter it now.
It's the Dan Capla Show.
Afternoons 4 to 6.
Friday at 4 with this historic peace deal and so much more. Where does President Trump rank among the greatest Americans in history? And who's the greatest Coloradan to ever live? Join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, try to make your life just a little bit better. You have been ripped off at some point in your life. I wish you called us first. All of us have been ripped off. In fact, something I haven't shared, I've shared it on air before, but not for a long time. I had a guy take me for $250,000. Okay? So don't feel bad out there, people, if you got to call up because you're dealing with a bad contractor or a bad landlord or a bad tenant. Don't feel bad about it. We've all been there. Tom's been there. I've been there. In fact, anybody listening has been ripped off at one point. I have no doubt about it whatsoever. Mine was a general manager running 5 tire stores for me. You know what this SOB did? Behind my back, while he was running, he was opening up his own automotive shop over there on Broadway, Kevin Calkin. And he was literally opening it with my credit line, buying equipment with my checking account, buying tires on my account with Goodyear. He basically opened up a tire store to the tune of $250,000 under my dime.
So he was profitable right when he opened.
He was 100% profitable. 100%. You know how I caught this son of a bitch? You know how I caught him? I had a thing with Napa. Kevin, you'll appreciate this. You're in the business. Sheridan Auto Tech. If a PO, so you call up, you need an alternator, you need brakes, you need whatever for the car you're working on. If it was over a ridiculous amount, like $3,000, I would personally have to authorize it. And generally, you're never going to buy a part from Napa over $3,000. I mean, generally speaking, you're not. You might buy a part that expensive from other vendors, but not Napa. Sure enough, I get a call from him. He ordered a Corvette engine for his Corvette somehow through Napa. I have no idea how he did it. He basically was using our billing through Napa to purchase it. And I was like, what the hell? And it all came together within a week. And I ran around to each store in the middle of the night and changed all the locks, had the cops there when he showed up to the store he was going to start his day at. He'd bounce around all 5 of my stores. It was crazy. And I'll share something with Tom. And I do this for a reason. I don't want people to think bad about calling up. We've all been there. Tom had a boss. Imagine this, you have a boss. Like, I'm trying to think. He worked for a television station, and he had a boss. He had like a program director. And basically the program director talked him into investing into a donut shop. In fact, that donut shop is still here. It's the Krispy Kreme down by that Chuck E. Cheese off of C470 in, what is it?
Quebec, Mark.
In Quebec. He talked him into it. Not just Tom. He talked in his employees. He talked his employees into it. And he was a hardcore POS gambler. And he gambled all the money away. I mean, it was just a rouge. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. My point is we've all been there. Every one of us in this room, everyone listening has been ripped off at one point, and that's why this show exists. So, 303-713-8255. We have 2 lines open. If you have been ripped off, if you need help, if you need advice, I want to hear from you. We want to help you. We've got a lot in the hopper. In fact, I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
You were working on one yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You went and left a message. Mm-hmm. They were going to refund $23,000.
Yeah.
$23,000 to an 80-plus-year-old woman. They promised it. Did you see the emails where they said they were going to do it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was unmistakable. There was a whole string of promises and excuses.
And it's a huge company.
It's Johnson Controls.
Huge.
And when I call them, their outgoing message says they bought Tyco Security and Simplex Grinnell Fire Safety and a whole bunch of other companies.
Yeah.
And so,
did you hear back from the manager or whoever?
No. And so I left a voice. I did track down a direct line for the sales manager at the Johnson Controls Littleton office.
Yeah.
He hasn't called me back. I also emailed him. I found his email address, or I think our caller gave it to us.
Has he emailed back?
No. So
we might have to go visit this guy.
Oh, it just so happens, Mark. I have a business meeting in Lone Tree this afternoon after the show.
You do?
Yeah.
You're going to head down there.
And I'm going to stop by the Johnson Controls office on the way back.
We get so much done when that happens. Back in the day when I was in the field mostly, I would go out. We had one time, this contractor, this client, this customer thought the contractor was ripping him off. Not like he wasn't showing up, but like he wasn't doing a good job. And it was a remodel on a bathroom in a basement. So the caller says, well, he's going to be here today. Why don't you come out while we're both there? This was so crazy, man. So I go out there and I get there. The contractor's down in the basement. Homeowner lets me in, says he's down there. Homeowner looks like he's on steroids, man. He looks like he's on steroids. And he kind of looks like he's raging a little. And I'm going, this seems weird. I go down there and I start talking to the contractor that looks like he's on steroids. Both of them are like these muscle guys. They went to fisticuffs. They started fighting right in front of me. I'm talking to Tom on the air going, you're not going to believe what I'm watching. I said, I wish we didn't have video at that point. They are beating up out of each other. It was absolutely insane. And I'm sitting there looking at these two. There's no way I'm going to try to break up the two freaking steroid heads. I mean, it was ridiculous, man. They stopped and I was like, well, I'm not so sure we're equipped to help you guys. I got to get the hell out of here.
This is beyond the consumer affairs show.
Yeah, this is beyond consumer issues. It was nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. So when you go down like that, just be careful. That's really where I'm going. I don't think this guy for Johnson's Control. Oh, I'll tell you another one. Last one that I promise I'll get to the phones. One line open, 303-713-8255. This one's even better. It was in Littleton.
Oh, I know this story.
Oh, my God, man. So I can't think of the guy's name. I'll look it up. So it was a window guy. And he didn't have an actual address. He owned a window company, and his address was his house. So he would basically order the windows from whomever, and he'd go out and have his crew install them. So I go to his house. I find his actual house. God, I wish I could remember this guy's name. And I'm going to remember his name. I'm going to have to. You know who I'm talking about, right? So it was the Raiders, by the way, if that helps you.
I thought it was the Lions.
Oh, it might have been the Lions. Anyhow, so I'm at his house, and I'm knocking on the door. No one answers. This is the contractor. And he's got those, what do they call them, stained glass windows, so you can't see through, but there's windows. But at the very bottom of one of the stained glass by the front door, there's a normal window. So I duck down, and I'm looking into that window, and all of a sudden I hear, "Can I help you?" And there's this huge truck, like one of these monster trucks almost. Not legitimately a monster truck, but we've all seen them damn well close to it. A big F-350 diesel, blah, blah, blah. Ray something. So the door opens. That's my house. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm Marc Mager with the Tom Martino. This guy gets out. He was like 6'5", so freaking big. Mark. I mean, he was so big I couldn't believe it. And of course, I started talking like this, like someone kicked me in the nuts. It was absolutely insane. I'm looking at this guy. He literally is towering over me by at least 7, 8, 9 inches. Wow. And he's built. I mean, built.
And agitated?
Very agitated that someone is staring into his house. That's all he sees. Now, he turned out to be, so ultimately, we talked about it. He knew the customer, and ultimately, the guy came through and did the right thing. I don't even remember exactly what the option was, but that didn't happen immediately. What I'm talking about happened immediately. So I talked to her. I said, I apologize for looking like I'm getting ready to break into your house. And by the way, that's a very nice truck, sir. And I'll call you later. Maybe we pick this up over the phone. So I get back and I start Googling this guy because I'm like, there is no way this is like your normal contractor. And sure enough, he played for either the Lions or Raiders. Wow. And he was a lineman. And the guy is absolutely huge as hell, and it scared the living crap out of me. So once again, be careful when you go to Johnson Controls today.
I'll video record my encounter with Johnson Controls Littleton office today, just in case it's a good bar story like this one.
Just in case. All right, listen, David's got an issue with State Farm. Shocking. Michael's got a problem with the neighbor. I'll tell you what, we've been starting to get a lot of neighbor-to-neighbor issues. Suzanne came up with an idea years ago for a pilot for a TV show. We never kind of funded it, but it was going to be neighbor fights all over the country. I mean the good ones, like a reality show where we go out and try to get in between two neighbors that have an issue. And, of course, we'd never be able to solve it. It would be more of making fun of the hillbillies fighting each other. But it never took off. We never did anything. We never funded it. That's the bottom line. But I still think it would be a great show. And then we've got Paul's got a problem with the dealership. I promise we're going to go right to these calls right after this. One line open. It is car day. Sheridan Auto Tech's in the house. Suzanne's in the house. Kelly, Dragon, Dimitri, Bo. We're here to help.
You ever wonder why Verizon charges twice as much as Pure Talk for the same basic service? Think it might have something to do with the fact that Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion. That's billion with a B. Yeah. Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. That's why they can offer unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Save an additional 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe. That's pound 250.
All right, my friends, let me tell you about a company I absolutely love. That's Excel Roofing. Right now, it's not hail, so what are they doing? They're doing these awesome lights. These are holiday lights that are built into your house. You cannot see them. They're permanent holiday lighting. And here's the killer part. When you turn them on by your phone with the app, you have thousands of different presets. You can hit Christmas 1 through 100, and they blink and they move. You can design your own, millions of different options. And HOAs love them because you can't see them. They can paint to match your house. When they're not on, you don't see them. When you hit the button, they burst into colors. Go to excelroofing.com. You can get a quote right there. Look for the permanent holiday lighting. excelroofing.com. Joseph A. Lazara, here's an attorney I hope you never, ever, ever need. He's a criminal defense attorney. Bottom line, if you've been accused of a crime, two things. One, you're guilty. One, you're not guilty. Either way, you need a great attorney. That's Joseph A. Lazara. Put it in your phone. Do it now. 303-429-6200. It's imperative. Get it in your phone. 303-429-6200. Joseph A. Lazara.
So Dimitri's, I'm familiar with Johnson Controls. Mm-hmm. He's one of my suppliers.
Number 2 anymore.
They're a huge company.
Yeah,
They have a lot of different.
Oh, they have so many different businesses now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They used to just make
I didn't even know that until
they make car
yesterday.
seats. They do a lot of
They
car
do everything. They're monstrously huge.
Well, Tom's instructor pilot works for them.
Rob?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
At the South office.
I'll have to ask him about that.
Snafu over there or something, just because it is so large.
It's hard to say. I mean, they promised this old lady a refund of $23,000.
How long ago?
Like July.
What did she buy, Dimitri?
Some of these emails.
She had a security system she was paying $1,000 a month for like the last 10 years down in Pueblo. and it never worked. So
even if it,
I wouldn't think
they
they'd be
reached out.
involved.
They came out a dozen times, a million times trying to get it fixed. So finally, they agreed to refund her $23,000. I mean, what she paid out? What over a couple $100 grand over the last 10 years, whatever. So anyway, they agreed they were going to give her a credit and said they'd convert it to a check, and she's never got the check.
I didn't know they were involved in security systems.
Yeah, check.
Yeah, neither did we.
ACH, and then all kinds of excuses.
They're like IBM. They're a monster company.
Yeah.
I think you'll get success.
I think
they'll pay up.
Well, they had a year to do it. So.
Oh, it's been going on for a year?
That's what I thought it was recent, but no, a year. No, that's not him.
It's a long story. I don't like Johnson Controls. They sued me about 25 years ago over some advertising. It's a long story. Drugged me into district court. I ended up winning, but it cost me a lot of money to defend myself. Then I was.
So did you really even win?
No, you're right. I didn't. I won that I could keep advertising for them, and then after that, I didn't want to advertise for them anymore. So.
Oh, this is going to be him. I bet you anything.
Who is it?
Tony Ramirez.
That sounds right.
Tony, let me make sure his picture. Google this guy. Tony Ramirez. Yep, that's him for sure. That's absolutely him. Big dude, man.
And you were snooping in his
dude. So when he pulls up in his truck, I'm literally like down,
Mark.
looking underneath.
I was right. He did play for the Lions.
Yeah, he did play for the Lions.
That is so funny.
So I'll tell you how cool Grok is. I said retired football player that owned a window company in Colorado that played for either the Raiders or Lions.
Tony Ramirez.
I figured it out.
And it figured it out. Tell me that's not insane. It says,
I don't know if he is.
At first it came back with a black guy, and I said, no, it's a white dude. And it came back and goes, confirmed, Tony Ramirez, retired Detroit Lions, offensive lineman, and window company owner.
He went to UNC, says Poodle.
Oh.
If that's who she's talking about.
6th round draft. No. Wait. Detroit's Lions in 6th round. 189th overall in the 1997 draft.
Oh, let me send you the links to the lights.
He was actually cool, though. I mean, he handled it, but man, when he didn't know what I was doing there.
That was been scary.
6'5", 310.
Big
but
chunk
that's what
of
watchdogs are supposed to do. Scare you first and then bite. Not bite first.
Thank God.
Yep.
I'll tell you, man, I got a pretty strong jawline. It'd be hard to knock me out, but this dude could freaking probably knock this.
His fist is the side of your side.
His fist is
630 KL.
All right, 303. I'll tell you who that guy was. That football player was Tony Ramirez. Look this guy up. 310 pounds, 6'5". He was a huge guy, man. Thought I was like breaking into his house. He was cool, though. He really is cool. Whatever the issue was, it's like 15 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, but he did handle it with that caller. David, what is going on with you? State Farm, what is happening, David?
Well, I called you guys like a month and a half ago. So I had a truck accident. Truck was repaired, went in to pick it up, said I owed them $1,500.
Oh, I remember that. They said that, no, I'm thinking of a different one where they wanted to use OEM parts. What was the one with yours?
Well, they just decided that they weren't going to pay for some of the parts that the repair shop needed to put the thing back together.
Well, that's absurd. What advice did we give you? I don't have the call pulled up.
Well, when I talked to Tom last time, we talked about sending a bad faith letter, which we did, but I haven't heard from them, so they're just ignoring me. And so now I want to take it to ramp it up and
I just take them. Well, you don't take the insurance. Well, is it your insurance company?
It isn't anymore.
No. Okay, hold on. David, here's what I'm asking. Did you turn it, was this accident you turned over to your own insurance company, State Farm?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I would take State Farm. Actually, there's probably some kind of thing in the policy. Hey, let's get Brian Burns on. At first I was thinking someone else hit you and their insurance company wasn't doing it, and you wouldn't sue their insurance company because their insurance company wasn't at fault. You'd sue the other driver. But in this case, it would be a bad faith claim, but a bad faith claim would cost so much to go through court. So I want to see if there's an arbitration or mediation agreement in most of these. So let me put you on hold. We're going to get Brian Burns on. We're going to ask him what he would do in this case, because it is kind of crazy. This guy sent a letter. You know, you either needed the parts or not. You wouldn't think the body shop would make them up. Out of curiosity, David, are they saying like it was pre-existing damage or damage not related to the accident?
No, they just picked and chose different parts that they said, it was that they wouldn't pay for, engine clips.
Hold on a second. Hey, Brian, this has nothing to do with anybody you guys represent at Compass Insurance. It's got to do with State Farm. Imagine that. Okay. And he basically had an accident, turned it into his own insurance company, brought it to a body shop. How much was the total, David? The total from the body shop?
$15,700.
So a pretty big accident. So $15,700. He goes to pick it up. State Farm, his insurance company, refused to pay for about $1,500 worth of parts they said weren't needed. Give examples again, David, of the parts.
Well, one was clips to engine clips, somehow to hold the engine or parts of the engine. Another was a calibration. They did calibration on site where they said, well, if you take it to across town to their shop, the calibration is cheaper. Well, my God, what does it cost to hauling a truck out there and getting it over to our calibration?
All right. So what would you do? So at this point, he got it back. He came $1,500 out of pocket. He actually wrote them a letter, basically saying, hey, this sounds like bad faith to me. I might be suing you or something. They never replied. They didn't do anything. I'll tell you what they probably did was wadded it up in a ball and threw it into the trash can, honestly. So what would you do right now, Brian, that could actually have a decent outcome?
How about looking at the appraisal clause in the policy?
Okay.
So the reason, you see it much more commonly, obviously, on home claims.
Yeah, of course.
But on auto, depending on what the verbiage in that policy says, there should be an appraisal clause. And the beauty of that is you can only invoke it if there's a difference in the value of the claim. In other words, you can never use appraisal to say there's damage when the insurance company says there isn't.
Yeah, they have to acknowledge there's a covered event before you can
that's right.
use it. So I love what he's saying. David, I need you to log on to State Farm and send me that policy in its entirety. Can you do that?
I can do that.
Let's do that. So hold on. Hey, Brian, hold on a second. So Kelly, I want David. I don't want just his deck page. I need the policy. He should be able to get it right on State Farm. PDF form. I don't want 800 pictures from your camera, David. So get me that in a PDF form, and I'm going to look through that fairly quick, and I'm going to see exactly, and then we'll talk to Brian again on it. But by the way, Brian Burns, Compass Insurance, the reason I always tell people to use Compass, and Suzanne and I have used them forever, is an example like this. David has a State Farm rep somewhere. That State Farm rep is absolutely doing nothing for him, at least nothing of value, because he's calling us for help. When you use Compass Insurance, Brian's got an entire team that'll help you with the claim. Let's say he finds Safeco Insurance or Progressive for you, and you have a claim. He's going to fight for you. He's not going to sit down and take it like a State Farm person. He's going to really fight for you. So you can get a quote. Hey, Brian, you do like garage keepers, commercial real quick, workman's comp, garage keepers, just liability policies for contractors. Then, of course, for residential, you do homes, you do our home, you do our RV, you do our motorcycle, you do our trailer, you do all of our stuff. But am I missing anything?
Yeah, so and we do have a life insurance portion, just really more term life, but the bulk of our business is commercial insurance and personal insurance. Those two divisions, personal insurance being exactly what you're saying, auto, home, umbrella.
Yep. Umbrellas, that's good.
All that stuff. Yeah.
You got to call this guy. He'll shop 20, 30 companies depending on what kind of insurance you're looking for, and he'll tell you if you get the best deal. The other thing he'll tell you, which is cool, is you have the proper insurance. I'm not going to dig or dive deep into it, but my God, the people in the Boulder fire, that big fire a couple of years ago, 93 or 95% underinsured. Hey, Michael, what's going on with this neighbor? Hey, Michael.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, man, what's going on with this neighbor real quick? And I'm going to take a quick break, come back, and we'll talk about it. But give it to me, give it to me in a nutshell there.
Yeah, sure. So it's more like it's not a neighbor. It's really just another tenant in the complex I live in.
Got it.
He's just been threatening me. He's an older guy. He's threatening me with the gun last month.
He threatened you with a gun?
Yesterday.
He was kind of nonchalant about it.
Yeah, I know. He's like, yeah. It's like, really, this guy, did he show you a gun or just like, what did he say just about the gun? Then we'll deep dive after this.
So that's the thing. He didn't actually say anything. He was in his truck, and me and my father were downstairs waiting for our lift, and he backed his truck up all the way to the elevator where you get off at, and he didn't get out of his truck or nothing, but he pulled his weapon out of his holster in his belt, and he showed it to me, and then he pulled it out of his holster, didn't extend it all the way, but pointed it at me through the window. His passenger window was like a little bit down, not more than halfway, I guess.
This sounds like a very dangerous situation. Hold on. Everybody hold tight. We got to get to the bottom of what's going on and where is this apartment complex. I wonder if it's one of these ones that were taken over in Aurora by all the illegal gang members.
He wasn't upset. It was a little gun. It wasn't a very big.
Yeah, it was a little pea shooter.
The way he's talking
He pointed
about it.
at me for just a little bit.
Just for a second. It wasn't a big gun.
He didn't shoot it. Or
It's not like he shot me.
Yeah.
Did you see how sleek that Lincoln is?
Oh, he's on
It looks like a sleek, like a dolphin. It just slices through traffic.
Like a dolphin? Is that what you said?
Dolphin. Yeah, it's got that dolphin look.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, in the interior? Leather. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, not pleather. Leather.
Leather.
No Corinthian.
Yeah, Corinthian. What did he used to say? Ronald Maltabon, Corinthian.
Naga's had to die to get this Naga hide on.
Said Naga. Rich Corinthian leather.
I had to rent a second parking spot.
All right, hold on, guys. Fix it 24/7. It's imperative you call before it gets cold. They're going to come out. They're going to basically refurbish your furnace if you're a new customer for $39. They're one of the largest HVAC and plumbing and electric home service companies in the state. They want to earn your business. $39. They're going to tear apart that furnace. They're going to clean it, get the dirt out of it, slap a no breakdown guarantee on it, all for $39 to earn your business in the future. Check them out, fixmyhome.com. Do it before it gets cold, because this does go away. Fixmyhome.com. Do it now. I'm telling you, it's the best deal ever for $39. Let me tell you about Discount Bath. Chris and the guys, I love what they do. They do quality remodels, great workmanship, craftsmanship, great parts at discount prices. That's all they do is bathrooms too. They focus on one thing, bathrooms. They can do a tub to shower conversion. They can do a complete bathroom remodel and anything in between. Their pricing is phenomenal compared to other contractors, but don't think you're not going to get great product, because you are. You're going to love the outcome. 5-year warranty on everything they do. Some things longer. You can call them up, get a quote. They'll come out. They'll visit with you. They'll tell you different things they can do in your bathroom. DiscountBath.com. Check them out right now. It's really cool. DiscountBath.com. Hold on one second. Hey, so Kelly, we can free up Brian, and then until I get the contract or the policy from David, there's nothing else we're going to do till I get that policy. As soon as he sends it, email it to me, and then we'll take it to the next level. If he gets it to me in the next half hour, that'd be awesome.
Finishing up something for you, and then let me see if he already sent it. He hasn't sent it yet.
He's going to have to log on. At best, he'd have his deck page. I need the whole policy.
No, he's going to send it.
Yeah. But I'm saying we can free him up. That's all I'm saying right now.
All right.
And then same with Brian. I don't know why Brian didn't hang up.
He wants to hang on.
So I think next time we do a rib off, first of all, we got to get a date and just do it.
Yep.
So we just got to pick a Friday and do it. He's going to do chicken wings, which will be cool. And then me and you will do ribs. Maybe what we do instead of more of a rib off, you want to do St. Louis?
Yeah.
Maybe you do St. Louis. I'll do baby back.
That sounds wonderful.
He'll do wings. Yeah. What are you going to contribute?
I'll bring the cocktails. Lemon drop.
No, we're not going to do, unless if I'm doing that beer thing, we're not doing cocktails.
Beer.
What do you have a specialty of stuff you make?
No, my kids do all my cooking.
And then what I think, I think what we'll do, so let's say we have 4 things. Maybe Tom does meatballs.
Yep.
Then I think we have some of the news people and the KOA people and other people, which one's the best food. It doesn't matter if they're all the same. Which one was the tastiest? We know he won't win.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my kids make some good ribs.
By the way, you know why I'm making
The last
wings?
time we had a rib off, you know what the score was?
I won.
382 to 1.
No, it was 38-24-7.
All right.
It was 10 to 1.
Send me a
Have you done it before?
No, it wasn't. He's lying.
Yeah, it was.
He's lying. If he's not lying, I'm dying.
Oh, God, you're dying.
No, it's crazy. He's very much like you. It's all yappity yap yap.
It's all
The
yeah.
reason I'm
Ribs
making
are
wings,
so good I didn't even put sauce on them.
Well, that's how you're supposed to eat wings.
Ribs.
I mean ribs, yeah.
Well, no, you dip them in sauce.
With my
You like sauce.
wings on the side, we're going
I'll
to
bring
eat
something.
called wibs. Get it? Wings and ribs.
Wings the rib
Wibs.
off.
I'll tell
Wibs.
you, I think Kevin's pretty good at what he does, but if you ever, when McDonald's once a year brings back the McRib,
Is that what
I'm
Kev-
pretty
is that what
sure
you're bringing?
it's a very similar.
I'll bring that.
How do you get the bones out of your
Are you going to
ribs?
bring the Bucky's ribs? Is that what
I'll
you're going
bring
to do?
I'm making ribs.
No, I'll bring Bucky's.
Wings and ribs.
Half
Get it?
ribs,
Ribs.
right.
half
You
chicken.
know what I'll do instead? I'll do
All right.
pork belly.
Oh, that sounds great.
Meat candy.
I'll tell you something else. I might do then. I might do a pork shoulder then. No, I'll do ribs still.
What are you going to do this
Mark's
year?
ribs are.
My ribs are better than Kevin's ribs and his
If you
wings
go ribs to
put
ribs, I'll
together.
shame you again. It's
Oh, you want to go ribs?
Rib to rib.
First, your neighbors will see a nice town car out front. They're like, "Ooh, Mark knows somebody."
Yeah, Mark.
Mark knows somebody important.
No, the other people show up in a helicopter. What do you do?
Yeah, I know.
That sounds.
I got one friend that flies to my house in the helicopter and another that drives his 89 Lincoln.
Town car.
Is it PC? Can I say this late?
My voice. This is Denver's talk station.
Thanks so much for taking my call.
630 KHOW.
303-713-8255. We had this woman call up yesterday that
Jennifer was
Jennifer,
her
I'm
name.
still trying to understand what the call was about. I love calls like that, but 303-713-8255. So here's the game plan. We got the policy coming over. I'm going to look at the policy. We're going to see what the clause is, what this guy's option is with State Farm, and give him some good advice to move forward on the appraisal clause. I'm sure there is an appraisal clause in there, but I'm going to tell him how to invoke it. And then we actually have an expert at petty details that can do that for him, but I don't think he needs that. I think soon as he starts talking about the appraisal clause, long as it fits the script, I think they'll probably cough up to $1,500. People don't realize what an appraisal clause is. I've used it a couple times. we had some damage to our floors in our house, and basically Safeco wanted to pay. Ultimately, they didn't want to pay anything, but then they admitted there was some damage and was going to write us a check for, let's say, $10,000. And I said, you're absolutely crazy. In order to redo that hardwood, you've got to replace the hardwood that's bad. Then you have to take the other 1,500 square feet of hardwood that's connected to it. You got to sand it, make sure it all matches. And by the way, when you pull the baseboard, you're going to have to paint all my walls, blah, 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 blah. And we got into an argument. They didn't want to do anything. I invoked the appraisal clause. I hired my guy. They hired their guy. Those two guys met at my house and went through everything. I got a check for $40,000. That's what the appraisal clause. Now I want to say I paid $1,200 to my appraiser. And then, of course, that company, Safeco, had to pay for theirs. And what I'm saying to this guy is, it could very easily be $1,500 is nothing. I mean, I wouldn't go invoke the appraisal clause over $1,500 because it's going to cost me $1,200 for the appraiser, and there's a chance I could lose. But in a car deal like this, I think State Farm will cough it up. But I got to have that paperwork first, so we'll go from there. Now, Michael's got an issue with the neighbor, and it's a big deal. His father and him were waiting for an Uber or Lyft, and then this guy that lives there is in a van or a truck or something. What made him actually pull out his gun from the holster and show it to you in an intimidating fashion? What happened? Did you flip him off? Did you throw a rock at him? Nothing happened? I mean, how did we get to that?
Honestly, I don't even know. We were coming down the elevator of our apartment to, wait for this Uber, and apparently this apartment complex has had a lot of issues with this guy. He kicks people's dogs, more specifically old ladies' dogs when they're walking. This is a senior complex. This guy's like anywhere from 75 to 80 years old.
What's the complex called?
And the Heritage at Church Ranch.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something. We've got one that's on our radar all the time. It's not that one. So Michael,
we live in Westminster, Colorado.
This guy's 85.
I literally have done nothing to antagonize this guy. And like I said, just yesterday, I was going for a walk. He was going to his truck again. He was walking behind me. I turned around to look at him because obviously I was scared from the incident from last month. And when I turned around, he's like, "What are you looking at, Spick?" And, that's when he started going into other things like, "Would you like to suck my D?" And I just walked away. That's when I called the police, filed a report.
That's what you had to do, and I'm glad you did that. Is that the first time you filed a report, or did you file one when he yanked the gun on you?
I filed one when he pulled the gun about a month ago.
Whatever happened with that? Is something pending?
The police haven't done anything about that. The Westminster police haven't done anything because it's literally my word against his word is what they said. They did give me advice. They told me to record him, like take out my phone anytime I have contact with this older gentleman, record him. But the issue is not...
Michael, how old is he? Michael, how old is he?
75 to 80.
I don't know. He's anywhere from like 75 to 80 years old, and he's just a mean, vile person. Like, I went downstairs this morning to talk to one of my neighbors about it, and she told me that yesterday evening he was in the elevator with this new woman who just moved in here, and he threatened to rape her on the elevator. It was just him and her.
This sounds almost unbelievable. No offense, Michael. I guarantee there's something there, but it seems so crazy that some guy is wandering around an over 55 community and he's kicking old ladies' dogs. He's pulling guns on people. He's threatening to rape people. The cops have been called at least twice just by you, but I assume other people have called them. And Westminster Police does nothing. The apartment complex does nothing. It sounds very hard to swallow.
Here's the thing about it, Mark, not to cut you off. The apartment complex, they're owned by a company called Dominion, who actually Dominion owns the land that the apartments was built on. Dominion has two lawyers that are kind of currently trying to look into the situation because they are trying to get him out of here. But the thing is, they can't just go up to his apartment and say, "Hey, you got to get out." They need evidence.
Do you have any of this on video, Michael?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
When the incident happened a month ago, I wasn't aware that you're allowed to record people with your phone. I had no idea. I thought that was illegal in the state of Colorado.
You thought all these people on TikTok were getting arrested.
Yeah, the detective told me, he's like, you can totally record this guy. It's within your right. He also told me if you feel comfortable disarming him, if you feel like you can also do that. Obviously, I don't want to do that.
I don't know. That sounds
horrible advice.
That sounds horrible for a guy that's pulled a gun on you. I wouldn't go there. Let me ask you this. Do you know his name, and do you have a phone number for him by any chance at all?
No, I don't. The only thing...
What's his first name? What's his first name?
I don't know his name. I don't know his name, sir. They won't give me his name because like I said, we're in a senior complex.
Yeah, do you know where he lives? How old are you? You don't sound like a senior.
I'm not. I'm my father's caretaker. I'm 41 years old.
So you're 41. God, this thing just sounds like a nightmare. I mean, you did the right thing. The cops are involved in it.
About it. I mean, they are, but here's where my frustration lies. It lies with Foothills Housing Authority. These are the people that give my dad a voucher every month to help us cover a majority of the rent. Now, my dad...
What do they possibly... Wait, Michael, what do they possibly have to do with some old man doing what he's doing? How does the voucher organization come into play?
I'm not blaming them, but we have explained the situation to them about the older gentleman.
But what would they do?
They can... Well, because they're the ones that provide the rent for us, and they can move us to other apartments that they have that are available for their vouchers. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Instead of them...
But wait a minute. Then why wouldn't they move everybody? Think about that. I mean, that's kind of... I don't think it's fair to blame that company. I think you're doing everything right. I mean, if they don't move you, maybe they don't have another option right now that's open. And then what do they do with this one? You're saying, hey, move us out and move some 90-year-old lady in afterwards that this guy can harass.
I'm not demanding that they move us out. We just explained the situation of Foothills. But instead of them acknowledging it, they're pretty much just, it's whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, you're wrong. They do have authority to move people because there are so many seniors that don't like how this apartment is ran by the current landlord. They switch landlords like every...
I'm starting to think, Michael, listen, I'm going to go back. I'm going to put him on hold for a second because for some reason when I talk, he doesn't hear me sometimes. I want to explain something to people. I shoot from the hip, man. This show is about my opinion and how I'm feeling about a circumstance. When he started moving this to the voucher program towards the end, think of how it started off. The guy pulled a gun. He's building a story. When people call up here, especially with a neighbor issue or an ex-wife or a husband or anything, they're building a story against them. That's what they do. We all do that. In fact, inadvertently, we do it every day in life. When we feel a certain way, we want people to understand the agony or the happiness or whatever it happens to be. Michael all of a sudden wants to get moved. Someone is paying for you guys to live there, Michael, and that someone is me, and it's everybody in this room. Those are all taxpayer dollars. And if they move you out, listen to this. If they move you out, how about all the other people that are there? How about the poor person that could be a woman by herself that gets moved into that apartment that they move you out of? I don't think that's very fair. You're 40 years old. You're there helping your dad. At least there's some protection there. Imagine somebody else moving in there. The problem is this wacko that's wandering around doing the things you're claiming. I mean, that's the real problem. You've called the police. Maybe you get with some other neighbors and have them call the police as well when this guy does something. For an example, Michael, and I'll bring you back up real quick, but I got to take a break. I'll come back to you. But did the lady that claimed that he said, I'm going to rape you, did she call the police? And if not, why?
You know, that's the question that I can't answer. No, she didn't call the police.
Okay, listen, I got to take this break. See, that's where my brain starts going, okay, are these things actually happening? Are people just spreading rumors because no one likes this guy? Does he literally walk around and see a dog and kick it? I mean, this all sounds wild to me. You last week at 8
I'm surprised the police didn't at least talk to this guy.
Yeah, but
Have a conversation.
brandishing a weapon is not something they're going to ignore. That's bullshit.
It's a felony.
Oh, they would be
menacing, and that's a.
It's threatening.
Felony. Yeah,
It's a felony, isn't it?
It's
Brandishing.
Menacing. The name of the crime is called menacing.
I thought it was brandishing. Is it brandishing a crime? Brandishing a weapon.
That may be a crime also, but I know.
What's that?
Felony
Brandishing.
menacing is when you show somebody a gun in a threatening manner.
And it's a felony.
Classified.
Yeah, I would think they would at least talk to this guy.
They absolutely would. They would not ignore it.
They would say, "Oh, get us some video evidence and get back."
Or if you feel comfortable disarming yourself, there's no way.
There's no way.
No.
Yeah, there's something more to this story.
Well, I think there's something less to the story. I think he's adding.
Well, that's true. I think we had a call over.
John Fuller Law. If you've been hurt in an accident, you need to call John. Yeah, there's a lot of personal injury attorneys out there, and most of them are from these big companies. And I'll tell you what, you think you're going to deal with that attorney you see on the side of the light rail or on the side of the bus, you're crazy. You're going to deal with one of the 200 or 300 people in that big cog of a machine they have. You want to deal with someone that can help you personally, someone that's going to give you their cell phone number when you have questions during the case, someone that's not going to make you sign up before you even talk to an attorney. That's John Fuller, 303-597-4500. John Fuller, Fuller Law, 303-597-4500. Vestera Properties, Barry Miller, he's going to help you become a landlord, and he's going to do not only all the legwork to find the right property, but he's also going to help you find the right management company. And then while that house appreciates in value, he's going to rent it out. You're going to get the check. As it appreciates, you sell it, you make money. We have listeners making 40 to 50% annual returns. Check it out at VesteraTurnkey.com. I was, Dragon, I was a little shocked to who's no longer here. That was kind of surprising. Was that surprising to you?
I knew that some of the people were on the radar.
Oh, wow.
So it makes some sense.
What was the total right here in the building? 4 or 5 or what?
4, I think, yeah.
And then was it more of a statewide, nationwide?
It's a nationwide thing.
Yeah. I'll never forget. I think it was it might have been during COVID, but woo, that was a bloodbath, man.
Yeah. Yep.
The Schumer Showdown.
Who's the comedian? Did you see him mimicking Schumer?
Schumer is so old, man. He doesn't even look like he's able to breathe.
I'm trying to remember the comedian's name.
They need to put a mirror under him.
Because the way he does the... he's looking at
He's going to throw a hip out.
Yeah, he's staring at the camera. He's like, don't do that. You know.
They're so old and they don't want to give up power. Yeah. There's something about that, man. There's something about it that drives me insane.
You'd think he'd be term limited.
I mean, the guy's like 80, right?
At least, yeah.
It's like, it's so crazy. He's so old.
Where's he from?
I'd love some coffee.
Chucky is 74.
I don't like... yeah, you've got the good cream.
I've got the good cream.
Yeah. Put the good cream in there, but then bring me one of those little ones I have that I like. Don't put it in there. Just bring me one of the little shot ones and then put some cream in it. Would you do that for me?
Cream and what? Into the little shot.
I brought Kirkland heavy cream too.
Oh, you did?
Carb free, 0 carbs there.
Oh, where's that?
Yeah, I would like a little cream, yes.
Help yourself.
Thank you.
Kevin, would you like any coffee?
I'm good. Thanks.
Mark, I sent you those links.
What links?
The Coke Zero.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for the cool.
Really?
Try it.
Dude, I'm gonna try that because I like Coke Zero. Really? That's
What with cream in it?
Coke Zero.
Okay, let me tell you guys something. Coke Zero is about as good for you as lead.
Is lead?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't drink it, do you, Mark?
No, get off of it. You might as well have an ice cream cone. It's probably better for you, and I'm not kidding.
Okay.
I'm just here to protect you.
The zero sugar crowd just doesn't
keep us working.
No, it's a bunch of BS, man. They just had a new study we were listening to today that it doesn't matter if it's Diet Coke or any sugary drink, it'll give you fatty liver. It'll give you fatty liver. And then when they cut people out from the sugar one, it was crazy. It was like 30,000 people over 10 years. The study came out today. The people that had Diet Coke compared to regular Coke had 60% more fatty liver than the people that drank the regular sugar.
Really?
Now, fucking explain that to me.
I can't. That doesn't seem right.
Or something like that. I can't do.
What do you drink, Kevin?
Water.
You just water?
And beer. I mean, we all know beer's good for you. It's good for a diet.
Beer doesn't count.
Beer
Doesn't count.
I mean,
Yeah, I never.
There's not one bad thing beer does.
I wouldn't know enough. See, I do not drink beer.
It's like, it makes you better.
It's an elixir.
yeah.
It's an elixir.
Like, there's a place
I have never
over at
had a beer.
Southlands that does frozen yogurt, and
You only have a minute, babe, or two.
always like to go to it.
As long as it's to the right, I'm good with it. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. Michael, here's what I'm going to do. I kind of said my piece a little bit, but I'm going to put Deputy Bo on this. I understand what you want done, and maybe he can get it done. So I need you to give Kelly the information to the people that Bo would talk to as a representative from this show. Bo's going to, push, this guy showed his gun and he's done this and that, and you guys don't feel safe. Especially his dad doesn't feel safe. You follow what I'm saying, Bo?
Yes, I wanted, Michael, I do want to talk to your property manager and the agent about this.
So we're going to put someone on this to look at it. But I just want you to understand the main problem here is the guy. So blaming other people, even though it's frustrating, I get that. I mean, really, it's this guy. But we're going to take a shot multiple different ways. So give Kelly, as soon as she picks up, give her whatever information, and Bo's going to reach out. Bo's actually a landlord. He deals with tenants all the time, property management all the time. He has handled so many cases for us when it comes to rentals. It's insane, just because he knows the territory. Now, Paul's got a problem with a Chevy dealership. We're going to see what's going on there. 303-713-8255. I'm still waiting for that State Farm policy. Any car questions you have, I have Kevin Calkin over here just waiting. He's just waiting, chomping at the bit, waiting for a good car question. 303 Martino. We'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, thanks for that case. It's right up my alley.
It is up your alley.
As soon as she gets me the number, I'll go next door and call.
No. It's too loud. Are you facing? Okay, yes. I meet up with an attorney friend of mine, Kevin, twice a year. And he lost his wife to cancer like 4 years ago. But he was my bankruptcy attorney. He saved me my God, $3 million years ago with one of my corporations.
Coffee with a good cream.
And we just became friends afterwards. But we only talk, literally, we meet, Suzanne, maybe every 9 months. And his name's Jeff, one of the best bankruptcy attorneys, but for corporations. So we met last night. And just what a great conversation, man. I just can't explain it. Do you have anybody in your life besides your wife or significant other that are just I don't even know why we connect so well. It's really wild, man. It's not, I don't want to say, it's not like a religious experience or anything like that. It's just, we just connect in a way that's so bizarre.
We just get each other.
Yeah. And our sons are the same age. I mean, there's a lot in common.
Yep.
It's just, God. I called Suzanne after I left him. I met him down around here, and I was talking to you the whole time about the conversation. I mean, I'll tell you what was cool, though. He's an older guy. He's 67. And I said, you ever been in a Tesla? And he's like, well, I mean, my brother-in-law had one. I was in one 4 or 5 years ago. I said, well, let me show you something before we leave. So we're over at Ruth's Chris right here. And I said, here, I'm just going to put in Maggiano's, and you'll see why. So I put him in the driver's, and I said, okay, hit that button. We're in the parking lot. And I said, don't touch the wheel, don't touch anything, trust it, don't do anything. And it brought us, got on the highway, you know the deal. And he was absolutely no idea anything like that existed.
Oh, wow.
And it blows me away how so many people have literally no idea what these cars are capable of.
How good it is. I knew it was there, but I didn't know how well it worked.
Yeah, and that's like everybody. This new update that just rolled out brings it to that next level. So now when you come into a parking lot, it's got a true camera, okay? A true camera, just like looking through a phone camera. And you can determine, do you want it to drop you off at the front? And then you
go park?
Then you hit a parking spot that it can see in one of the cameras, and it'll go park itself. You got to have what's called hardware 4, which hers does, but we will have the update in the next couple weeks. Mine does not have it. I don't know if I'll be able to do that with my car until I get a new S, because I got hardware 3. But it's ridiculous. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so it brings you to the front of the restaurant or even in the mall. Drops you off in front of the mall, and it's already zooming around, knowing where it's going with taking pictures and video of parking spaces, and then you tell it where to go park. And then when you come out, you hit summons, and it comes and gets you.
If you're pulling up someplace and it's pouring rain or something.
That'd be really cool,
You know what I
actually.
mean? I could see that.
Let's see here. 042.
Okay, what is the year and make of your
Because
car?
I get a kick out of people like at Costco cruising the parking lot trying to park close, and it's like, you're going to go into the store and walk 2 miles anyway. What difference does it make where you
have an issue with
There is no other store in the world that's that busy.
It's crazy.
Costco, the one down by Park Meadows, it's an adventure, man. It is an adventure going in there. And their parking lot's an adventure. Their gas, when we used to have gasoline cars, my God, sometimes you couldn't get in and out of their parking lot because of the line for the gas.
Hello, Tom Martino Show.
Okay, what do we have here? Okay.
See, the trick is to
Hi,
go
Joe.
Friday.
How are you? Happy Friday. Hang on for me. We got you coming up in the next break, okay? All right.
Well, that is a cool looking chandelier, man.
I know, and I just saw that it's on back order 4 to 8 weeks.
Let me save.
That's really
Go for a
frustrating.
cruise in it. You're welcome to use it.
No.
You'll be
I
fine.
mean, I'm hoping for the 4 weeks.
You've had a town car before?
But what if it is 8
What year was
weeks?
yours? Like the previous?
God,
It might be
I'm
it.
not going to have it for Thanksgiving.
That's
Pisses
what I
me
want
off.
to get next. I want it like a mid-90s Continental.
We're sorry having trouble with the ears.
Why do you like old shit like that? I'll never understand that, Dimitri.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like,
I don't know.
You like old cars?
They don't make them like this anymore.
He's the only one that carries around a pen and has his own smell and
Scent.
his own color. I'm being serious, though.
Yeah.
That's like really old school.
It is old school.
But why? Why?
See, I like the style and some of the lines of the older cars, but I don't like the performance and the suspension and no. Hear me out. Hear me out.
This one.
Like I was old Chevys, old GM
This
muscle
one's
cars
cheaper.
and stuff, and the suspensions are garbage. I mean, they're rigid, stiff. You take a turn too sharp, you're sure you're going to roll. You know, so, I mean, it's
I agree. That does suck.
So the lines and the style and everything is one thing, but the performance, you know, for me, it'd be a resting lot. I would put a new chassis under an old body or something.
That would be
like
pretty
that, so you have the best of all.
Like under an old Mercedes would be awesome. Like a W126 type of Mercedes.
Like
From the 80s and 90s.
the bulletproof Mercedes are those old convertible diesels. I mean, shit, they're still out there.
The 300
million miles.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. But
no-
they all smoke.
Well,
I mean, they all
yeah.
look like a
But
damn
but
diesel
they'll run
truck.
on anything.
Yeah.
You can pull up to a grease trap in a restaurant.
Pouring some fried juice.
Seriously.
Grease-trap fuel.
I found it for cheaper, and it'll be shipped. I found it for $300 cheaper.
Oh, I wish you had this.
But this says the chain link's only 48 inches, so I don't.
What year was that? Was that Continental? Look up the body style.
Trying to remember myself.
They're coming for you.
The ones from the 70s.
The name you can trust.
Was it at least from the 80s or 90s?
No, it's like, it wasn't anything flat. I mean, it was like an 01.
Oh, okay.
So,
See what that looks like. I think I know exactly what that looks like.
I'm shocked there's not something on
yeah, there's nothing spectacular
Amazon.
about the
There's not. Well, not what I want.
No, I know that. I mean, something
It looks
you want.
identical to
I'm shocked that's not on Amazon.
So is that also a Panther platform vehicle?
What's the name of that one?
Hey, which one?
I see it. Transitional inwind oval.
Car, the Merc, and the
No, wait.
Driftwood entwined oval.
Centerable Panther platform.
I think that'll look so cool in our dining room.
Also, the Continental didn't have a hood ornament.
While listening to Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We are here to help you out. We're here to make your life a little bit better. We're here to go after the bad guys. If there is one in your life, we'd love to hear about it. 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. We are here to fight for you. I started off last hour. We've all been ripped off. Don't feel bad if you have. Maybe you made a mistake. Doesn't matter. We want to get that money back for you. We want to go after the bad guys. 303 Martino. That number works on and off the air. And by the way, help, H-E-L-P, at troubleshooter.com. That works all the time as well. Now, Paul's got a problem with the dealership. But I need to tell you about Paul the Waterman, waterpros.net. Listen to this. This is unbelievable now. $2,500, whole home water filtration softener. The whole home. Not a point of use thing. You want a water softener. You've been putting it off. It's time to get one. Less than $2,500. We have had our waterpros.net system for 2-3 years, never had any problems with it. I love the fact that Paul's the actual plumber. I love his company. I love his people, but their pricing is absolutely absurdly low, and the quality is better than most. You realize $2,500, most softeners for an entire house are going to be about $8,000. How he does it, I have no idea. I mean, I don't, but he did it, and he did it in our house. If you've been putting it off, check out waterpros.net, waterpros.net. Now, Paul, what dealership are you having a problem with?
Oh, it's Chevy dealership here in North Colorado Springs.
Yeah, what's it called?
The Mike Rooney North.
Mike Rooney. We have had calls on Mike Rooney, yes. So what's going on? Is it a new vehicle you bought? What's happening?
Let's see, I bought the truck new in 2018, and I was getting some emissions-related issues done to it. And I took it in there for a new depth pump. And
what kind of vehicle is it total? A Chevy Duramax, an 18 Chevy Duramax?
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm sorry, did you say 3,500?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And, I took it in there for a new diesel exhaust, the pump out in the tank. Anyways, they put it in, and they told me to come pick it up. And I drove it a half mile out of the parking lot, and the pump falls off at the bottom of the tank, so I turned around, took it back. The next day, they said, we filled the depth tank up to the top, still says empty, then it goes into fuel contamination, $21,000 repair. I took me off guard because it didn't go in there with fuel contamination.
I show up the next day and the DEF pump is still hanging off the bottom of the tank. So how could they fill that tank up with the pump still hanging off the bottom? And, it looked like they dumped DEF in my fuel tank.
Hey, Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. Oh, hold on a second, Paul. Explain, first of all, for people listening, what a DEF system is.
Well, it uses the DEF fluid to regenerate the catalytic converter. So, in other words, the soot that collects in the catalytic converter needs to be burned off.
So it basically burns it off, and it uses
the DEF fluid in there to burn it.
Yeah, and all diesels have them for the most part.
Most of the newer ones do, yeah. But he's right. I mean, the fuel pump in that DEF system comes out the bottom. So you obviously can't fill the tank because there's a hole in the bottom where the fuel pump goes.
So you just think they're outright lying to you?
Well, if they said they got DEF contamination and they said they filled his DEF tank, they probably put it in the wrong tank.
How could you what other, like, on my bus, the DEF tank's not even in the engine compartment. I fill it up on the side.
Well, right, but you have the gas tank and the DEF right next to each other in the same gasoline.
On this Duramax.
On the Duramax.
So you're saying they could have
two gas caps.
They could have literally put DEF into the gasoline.
Yes.
Or would they? Or are you saying they put gasoline into the DEF?
Well, they couldn't put anything in the DEF because the fuel pump's hanging out the bottom.
Oh, because it would have poured right out the bottom.
Right out the bottom. Yeah.
Oh my God! So Paul, when you get down there and point that out to them, because you said when you went to get it, you saw it was still like that. What did they say?
Nobody came outside and even wanted to talk to me. And I had a mold mechanic there.
You had a what?
Just trying to be there with it. Nobody came out and wanted to talk to me.
Wait, Paul, you just said something I need to understand. Why did you have a mobile mechanic with you going to a dealership that just worked on it?
I thought I knew these people were lying to me in some kind of way, and I needed to document it professionally. And
see, I think we're missing it. Listen, I want to help you big time, and I agree with everything you said, and so does Kevin, more importantly. I mean, because he can picture what this thing looks like. But I want to understand something. You go there, you already have issues with this dealership for whatever reason, and you bring this other mechanic there. Were they going to do some work, and you didn't trust them anymore, so you basically told them, no, I'll just come pick it up?
No, I just thought I'd show up with another mechanic to just do a separate diagnostic because it didn't show up there with fuel contamination.
But when you brought it back to him, I'm sorry, we just got to start kind of from the beginning then. So you bring it in there to get what done? Kevin, what did he bring it in for?
Well, he was having issues with the DEF system, so they replaced the fuel pump.
So they do the fuel pump and they say everything's good, come pick it up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go pick it up and you have problems immediately. So then you bring it back.
Yeah.
What did they say when you brought it back? You drop it back off, right?
Yeah.
And they call you up, and what do they try to sell you? Or what do they tell you?
Well, they sent me a message. They didn't even call me.
Fine.
The message was we filled the DEF tank up to the top, and then the next message was fuel contamination, $21,000 repair, and a picture of my DEF, or the picture of my fuel. And when you put it on Google, it gives you I was like, what's in my DEF fuel on Google? I put a picture, and it's like identical to DEF. It mixed with, they sent a picture that's identical, that's mixed with DEF.
How would he prove, though, Kevin, that he didn't do this when he brought it in for the initial problem? Wouldn't that actually cause an initial problem with the fuel pump as well?
They would have noticed that it had fuel contamination when they were doing a DEF system and test driving and so forth.
And it's wild.
It wouldn't have run.
And it's wild when he got there, it started up and he drove it for, granted not long, but it moved.
Yeah.
And now they're saying basically they didn't do it.
Yeah, avoiding all accountability, which was really weird because, it didn't. I'm just wondering how I drove it there. Now it needs to be towed out. You know what I'm saying? It sounded fine last time I drove it,
Well, that's a curious question. I mean, if someone made that mistake, let's say he did. Let's say Paul put DEF fluid in the fuel tank. And let's say he realized it after a gallon. I mean, what are we talking about? Is this seriously not going to run?
Yeah, it's very, very, very corrosive. So if you accidentally put DEF in your gas tank, which happens, don't start the vehicle. Don't turn the key. Don't do anything until you can drain it.
How would we prove? Well, first of all, let's try to reach out to these guys.
First of all, he couldn't have driven his truck to them with DEF in his fuel tank. He couldn't have. It would not have run to get there.
And you didn't have it towed in, right, Paul?
Yep. Tom, let me say something too. So here in October, I had a truck all summer, and I paid another mechanic, Edward with
Why do I care about this?
He plugged his computer into it and looks at me funny, and then he just starts the truck, and nothing's wrong with it at all. Nothing is wrong with the truck.
Paul, did you drive it in? Did you drive it to them?
Yeah, I drove it into them.
You drove it into them, and what were the symptoms you were having at that point when you brought it to them?
It was just throwing codes for a DEF pump, and
but it was driving fine.
Yeah, it sounded just fine.
That's weird. And Kevin, you're saying if he put in even a quarter gallon of DEF,
I don't know what kind of volume, but I mean, if he was, most people take the 5-gallon jug and pour it in.
And then how far did you drive it when you picked it up?
He didn't.
A half a mile out the parking lot. That's when it popped off.
No, that's the second time.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the first time the fuel pump fell out. Yeah. Before he got around the block practically.
I just can't believe they're not doing anything. I guess that's the part that I'm just not understanding. Why? I mean, really, let's try to reach out to them. I really do want to talk to the serviceman.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hear this. So they towed the truck to my house here in October, and I paid the mobile mechanic to do a diagnostic of the truck in my front yard, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. They were just lying to me the whole time. There's nothing wrong with the truck. We could go get pancakes right now with it.
For the life of me, Paul, that would have been nice to throw in a few minutes ago. Hold on a second. Now I want to know what he wants. Like, I'm ready to call up this dealership. Come on. Paul, what do you want now? We're going to find out after this, but does he want the money back for the fuel pump? I mean, what do you guys think? We're going to find out in a second. Kevin, what do you think he wants? Does he want to go get pancakes?
Yeah, it sounds good. You want pancakes?
Hold on.
Pancake house across the street.
Tell me that's not insane.
Sourdough pancakes are delicious.
Started there and worked back. I hate that Chevy, the way they set that DEF.
You hate what?
The way the DEF is set up. You ever smell that stuff?
Yeah, I deal with it.
DEF?
Hold on. Joe Chiano, my buddy, my friend, Tuesday is coming up quick. Next week, it's movie time. It's time for popcorn, it's time for drinks, and it's time for education. The Baby Boomer Dilemma. It's a free movie event at the Highlands Ranch AMC 24. You got to get signed up now. It's this Tuesday. Suzanne and I are going to be out there. Joe, you're going to be there. Jordan's going to be there. Every time we've done this in the past, we generally have a full house. One time we literally had people standing. But this movie is unbelievable, Joe. I love it. It's actually fun to watch, but it teaches you how bad Social Security is. In fact, Social Security could be broke by 2035. In us baby boomers, that's not a good thing, right, Joe?
No, that is right, Mark. And also, the stock market is really crazy lately.
It's insane. And the government shut down.
Right. And the movie deals with alternatives to the stock market. How people can really retire happy, retire with financial peace. And that's what the movie's all about. You don't have to really concentrate on investing money in the stock market all the time, because the movie can help you do it on a safer way.
Well, not just that, a guaranteed way, but really what I love about the movie, and I'm being serious, it's a well-shot picture. It does talk about, it's got so many experts in it. It talks about Social Security. The other thing it talks about is real-life problems us baby boomers have. You can look at it either way, but we lived so much longer than we did when Social Security first started. I mean, it's really crazy. If anything, it's worth the free popcorn, the free drinks, a night out. It's Tuesday, next Tuesday, 7 p.m., Highlands Ranch AMC 24. But get signed up now. I hope to meet you out there. MyMoneyMovie.com. Right now, you can sign up right there. MyMoneyMovie.com. MyMoneyMovie.com. Free popcorn, free drinks. It's a great movie, and you're going to get to meet all of us.
Check out
hey, that damn movie popcorn's like $86 now. What were you saying, baby?
I found it at Walmart. Can you check out that link?
Well, Walmart, remember, about 60% of everything on there are outside vendors.
Well, that's why I wanted you to check it out.
Hold on here. Here's one that is the core price.
That's the one I sent you.
It says it's 48% off.
Yeah, I know it's a couple $100 cheaper.
Couple hundred. It says $688, original $1344.
Well, send me the link. But that's the link I sent you. It was $300 price cheaper for them, and they had it in stock.
Log into. You got your laptop?
Yeah.
Let me just see it. Hand it to me.
But if Walmart had it in stock, that was the thing that was like...
Yeah, but it's not, you're thinking it's Walmart. It's not Walmart. We should definitely check it out. I'm not saying not to check it out. I'm saying it's not Walmart like you're thinking. You got to, who is it? Or are you saying it ships from one of their distribution centers? I highly doubt it.
That's what I can't tell, Mark.
How come I can't type? What the hey, man? Man, your screen's dirty. Holy moly.
Get it cleaned. I try to keep it clean.
Oh, you don't have Twitter on here?
Twitter? I don't put Twitter on my... I mean, I have it on my phone. I don't even use Twitter. I'm not a tweeting kind of girl.
Oh, I got it.
Screen cleaner. Mark and Madeline, Mark with Genesis, they order off of Wayfair, but Wayfair makes you pay for shipping back.
Yeah, but Wayfair's a good deal. Do they have it?
Wayfair, I think, had it.
I trust Wayfair. I don't care if you got to pay for shipping back. Let me do this here. I saw Wayfair come up too.
Yeah, it comes up. It's the same price though. It's $1,400.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, just put in.
Always find a way.
Because everyone's voice counts.
We are still going to make that attempt. We're going to get out there and be heard.
On Denver's talk station, 630 KHAL.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. By the way, fix it 24/7. 39 smackaroos. That's all it takes. $39, and you, my friend, will get your furnace clean. They deep clean it. They tear it apart. Takes about 2 hours. Get rid of all the dirt. This is for new customers only. I got to say that. It's a way of introducing the company. It's the best deal out there. I realize other companies do this, and it's all a ruse, basically. These guys actually tear it apart, clean it, get rid of the dirt, put the no breakdown guarantee on there. $39 new customers. Go to fixmyhome.com. Tell them you want the troubleshooter deal, $39. The deep clean, fixmyhome.com. Now, we're going to go back to this guy and figure out, Paul, what he's actually trying to accomplish, and maybe we can help you. So, Paul, we know the car's working now, and you had a mechanic look at it. Why did you even have the mechanic come out when it got towed back if it would start? You thought it wasn't going to start? Is that why?
They told me that this truck needed
$21,000 worth of work. So the mechanic came out. He must have done something because the last time you saw the vehicle, the fuel pump was hanging out at the bottom of it, or the DEF fuel pump.
And, yeah. And now it's reinstalled, and the DEF tank's filled to the top here at the house, just like they said. So they worked on it after they, touched it, and they drained the fuel tank for some reason. They drained that fuel tank to try and hide something. They told me I drove it there with no gas in it. And I'm like, well, then how do we have fuel contamination then? If I drove it there with no fuel in it, which was a lie.
So the bottom line is it's working fine now.
Yeah, they never had the problem in the first place.
Well, why were all the check engine lights coming on left and right then?
It just needed a new DEF pump and a NOx sensor.
Okay.
A turbo actuator code. That's about it.
Now, is that what the mobile tech did? He did all this stuff?
No, he just gave me a diagnostic to see what was the status of the vehicle now that it's back at my house after it left there, because they didn't really give me...
Kevin, help me out here. They towed it back and it worked perfect. Is that what I'm to understand?
That's what you're understanding.
Okay, so they tow it back, it works perfect. How can I help you, Paul?
I want to get compensation
for what?
I've had no trucks since May to right now, thinking it would blow.
Well, I'd take them to small claims court. I don't know what else you would do. I mean, I'd take them to small claims court. It's going to have to be under $7,500. It's only going to cost you $50, but you're going to have to prove there was nothing wrong with it. Here's going to be the issue. You drove it there. There was a bunch of stuff wrong with it, at least as far as the dash was.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with it to really begin with. Like, just need a new DEF pump and a turbo actuator. I gave them the parts, and
did they charge you? How much did they charge you for diagnostics? I mean, there's something you might be able to go after.
He gave them the parts.
They charged me for $250.
Wait, you gave them what parts?
The DEF pump and the turbo actuator.
For the life of me, Mike Rooney accepted parts from you to install?
Yeah, I mean,
well, they're morons. I mean, that's I've never heard of a dealership doing that. I mean, Dimitri, do you want to take a stab at this and give a call? I don't even know what you would ask for, though.
Well, there's nothing to call about. I mean, our caller provided some parts that a dealership inexplicably installed for him, and then one of the parts fell out. Then, we went through this drama for 5 months. The truck showed up this month back at the caller's front yard, and now it runs just fine.
Wait,
this is just a mess, but at least it has a happy ending.
Why would they, hold on, here, Paul, they tell you need $21,000 in work, correct?
Yep.
Then they tow your car back to your house, and it works perfectly.
Well, yeah, I mean, it still showed that DEF pump code. They're saying that DEF pump I gave them doesn't work, but it doesn't even look like it's been installed to be like the same DEF pump that when I bought the truck is.
They are morons for installing parts you brought. They are. That's not your fault. You were trying to save a few bucks.
How about
in my opinion, Mike Rooney are morons just for that right there.
Well, on a more practical side, how about he just has his trusted mobile mechanic reinstall these parts for him?
He said it works perfect now.
Oh, then that's fine, dude. Just have a great day and an awesome weekend.
I mean, really, the only thing you're going to do is take him to small claims court, Paul. I mean, that's it. I don't even know what you would ask, though. I mean, I really don't, because it's such a strange story, because you brought the parts. I still cannot believe a dealership would do that. Kevin, would you ever install, under most circumstances? I mean, if you've got like a 1940 Model T or whatever the hell.
Yeah, an old Lincoln or something.
Something, yeah, an old crappy Lincoln, something along those lines. I mean, I really... Go ahead, Paul. I'll let you kind of finish up, but...
is it even sane for somebody to make me believe my truck needs all these repairs, try and make me pay for all these repairs that does not even need?
No, it sucks.
And while after the repairs, they tried to offer me $12,000 for that truck to get me out of that truck for $12,000.
Paul,
for $45,000.
Listening to you, it sounds like they were trying to put the screws to you. Okay, I mean, I don't know if they actually were or not. I don't know if they were being lazy, but to try to sell you $21,000 when you brought your own parts for them to install is insanity. They knew you weren't going to do it. Maybe that was their whole deal. Maybe their whole deal was, let's tell them there's 21,000, then offer them 12,000 for the truck. I don't know. I wasn't there. But based upon what you're telling me, that is a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I lost 5 months of work.
But how? Well, if you lost 5 months of work for it, my God, you have to mitigate the circumstances. I mean, literally, if you didn't work for 5 months based upon this, that is not going to be their fault under any circumstance ever.
Well, I didn't have a way to work, so
I'm not arguing you didn't lose 5 months of work. It's not going to be their responsibility. You will never argue that. If Dimitri ran into my car tomorrow and totaled my car, and I couldn't show up for 5 months, he is not going to owe me 5 months' salary. It's not going to happen under any way.
Well, I just don't get it how somebody could just lie to you and make you believe your truck's blown up. And I didn't want to. I build metal buildings for a living, and I didn't want to even get new clients because I didn't even know if I was reliable or not anymore.
Yeah. Like I said, Paul, I mean, you could take them.
I almost lost my house over this.
You could take them to small. You almost what?
I almost lost my house over this.
Paul, this is you're just bringing this to a place where the court isn't even going to care on the stuff you're saying. I'm trying to be like really straightforward and somewhat kind. I mean, honestly, I ask these guys.
Well, why wouldn't you tow it to another place and get a second opinion if you didn't trust them?
And why would you wait 5 months to get it towed back?
I couldn't afford it at the time.
What?
I couldn't afford it at the time. I didn't know what to do.
Well,
I just didn't know what to do. Their whole story made it look like they dumped death in the fuel tank, and I'm like, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. There's nothing, in my opinion, man, look, it's not legal advice. I don't think you're going to get a nickel. And paying an attorney to attempt to do something would be insanity. I think you're throwing the money out. In fact, I'd be upset if an attorney took this case. So I just simply wouldn't do it.
I mean, I just don't understand. I don't think a shop could do that.
I think I could sit here and say the same thing. I could say, Paul, look at that red car over there. And Paul would go, oh, I love that blue car. And I'd go, no, not that one right there, the red car. And then Paul would say, isn't that blue? And I'd go, no, let's walk over to it. And we'd walk over to it. And I'd touch it and I'd say, this red car. And he would say, I love that shade of blue. Paul, you're not listening. You really don't have a case there. And I feel bad for you. But losing 5 months, now I am going to get a little real world for people listening. If you lose 5 months of work because of a car dealership that misdiagnoses your car, that's your fault. It's your fault. 5 months? Maybe I blame them for 3 or 4 days, but 5 months. You could have got it towed back. You could have went down and got it. You could have done a lot of different things. And then bringing your own parts. Anybody out there, even if a shop says, okay, we'll do it. Anything that goes wrong with any labor they do, they're never going to do anything for you because you brought the parts. They're going to blame the parts every single time. You'll never get any warranty work done. It is the dumbest thing either side can do unless if there's no other options out there, which does happen occasionally. Kevin, I asked you before, would you ever install an alternator I brought you on a 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe?
Nope.
It's insanity.
I think we've done it once in a year, and it was because they could get the part that I couldn't find.
Now, why won't you do it?
There's too much liability, too much warranty issues, too many. I don't know the quality of the parts. I'll tell you what, 50% of the time when we used to do it, we'd get the wrong part. Yeah. And then my tech's standing there waiting for
and you have a car up on a lift taking up the bay where you make money.
Yep. Customer's got to come and get that part and go take it back and exchange it and bring the right one. And yeah, it's just a lose-lose.
So here's what I want done. I think we have Dimitri call up Paul.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah. And say what?
Tell him.
And tell him, hey,
tell him that car.
Let me save us a phone call. It's a long distance call because it sounds like he's in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
I think it's time for Paul to move on, man. He got the truck back. Things turned out okay. He did get the runaround, and it's very frustrating. And I agree, it cost him some lost work. But Dude, pick your stuff up and go on with your life.
And this Mike Rooney, listen, man, I've got no love for them. I don't know why they installed your parts. I don't know why they told you there was $21,000 when your truck is working fine when they towed it back. I don't know any of that, Paul, but I like what Dimitri said. You got to move on. Robert, you're up next. 303-713-TALK.
Okay.
I heard him when he said that. And I was like, you brought the parts? What?
I can't believe a dealership.
No reason for it.
Okay, so here's what I want to do here. Where is that?
Have you ever
There it
smelled
is,
the
dining
dust
room
of-
light.
I found the dining room light on Wayfair if you want me to order it on there.
Hold on, babe. No.
But it's $1,400.
Are they both called the chandelier? Are they identical, or were we looking for two of the exact same thing, or are there two different ones?
You mean for the foyer and the dining room?
Yes.
I sent you the foyer room light. It's way different than this.
If you can.
This is the driftwood. This is for the entryway. This is for the dining room.
Underneath this thing in a puddle.
What is the other one?
I sent it to you.
Okay, I didn't see that.
That
Hold
helps.
on. For this one, the driftwood. Here's what I
That's
want
one of
you
those
to do.
jokes in the shop. If younger guys have it before, and it's just like, dude, what is this?
You might probably have a spot.
No, I don't.
Gross.
It's nasty.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and escalate this to one of
Ew.
our deputies. His name is Dimitri. I'll send him your information.
Oh, like a
Discuss that
bar
with him,
urinal
okay?
that hasn't been flushed in
Yeah,
days.
exactly.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Yes, correct. I'll send him
And
your
it's highly
information, okay?
So
Okay, thanks.
I now ran 2 consecutive BG44 fuel treatment tanks in both of my vehicles. I should lay off for a while?
Yep. Yeah, more is not better.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I'll lay off
Yep.
until, maybe a few months or.
I go 6.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So next spring.
Yep.
Cool. I did 2 each because I figured if one is good, 2.
Yeah, that's nutty. Like, that's just. Put your wife to work doing something useful instead of moderating people off your YouTube comment section.
Who are we
You're just
talking
training the algorithm of computer robots to not want to visit your channel. This is all over the troll people yesterday.
Who cares? Jesus.
Oh,
No, it was just
okay.
weird.
I should email them back going, Mark's wife here, because I don't got a name, but that's
Wifey.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can
Who cares? They're just trolling. Who gives a shit?
You're renting space in your head. Don't let them.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, by the way, David and Kim are kind of high maintenance, so he called, or actually he emailed and wanted to see if you had already called.
Got him his 23 grand back. Is that for the Johnson Controls?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he, I think I texted you a name, and
Yep.
he's wondering if you were able to talk to him or something.
Here.
I don't know.
Okay.
Just see what it's answered.
I'll keep them in the loop.
Yeah. I'll keep him in the loop just to make sure.
There are high maintenance.
I'll take care of it.
You guys, do you have low maintenance calls?
What did you put?
I uploaded the picture in the description and said, find it. I mean, you should be able to see the question I put right there.
Wow. In stock. Well, it said Shades of Light, which is the one I was going to buy it from. But when I go to their website, it says 4 to 8 weeks.
Well, I don't know that.
And then decor price has the 1,000. It's cheaper on decor where I sent it to you. And then do you want to look at the foyer? It's in your email.
Well, do the same thing. Upload the picture to Grok, put the name of it, and see who has it in stock and how much.
Oh, I'm not going to be here next week.
Okay, good to know.
Where you going, brother?
Mama's 90th birthday.
What's that?
Mom's 90th birthday. We get to go see my
Are you going to New York?
Connecticut, yeah.
Oh,
I'm Gen X. I'm not a baby boomer. You're absolutely right there, brother. But I have the wisdom of a baby boomer. I hold myself out there as a fellow boomer.
Do you have to upload a picture?
You should, so it knows, because it'll look too. Just download the picture and then hit the paperclip.
Is your ex tough on tires?
It's only got 10,000 miles. Seems fine.
He's talking about Cybertruck. He's had 2 sets of tires and 30,000 miles.
It's a heavy-ass vehicle, man.
Yeah.
My S, I've only put shoes on it once, right around 33,000. I got 50 on it now. It's great. In fact, it's so great, I literally bought the exact same tires. I just bought snow tires today for the X. I haven't put them on yet. I wanted to buy them before prices go out. Yep. But I got a beautiful set. They're 275, 55, 20s.
allfuller.com.
Alrighty then, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino, you've been ripped off or taken advantage of. I want to hear from you. I felt bad about that last caller, but I don't know where he was going. Kevin, what are your thoughts on what do you think the dealership was up to? I mean, we'll never know, but in your opinion, what do you think was going on there?
You know, it's hard to tell if there's a mechanic didn't know what he was doing, or they got wrong information, or they're crooks. I mean, it's so hard to tell.
It's almost impossible
to tell. A big
tell.
place like that, they're not going to, set somebody up for that. That's not.
Well, especially somebody that brought in their own parts.
Yeah,
they know hitting him with I think they kind of wanted him out of his life. They knew he didn't have money.
They tried to buy his truck for $12,000. So I don't, who knows? The whole thing's sketchy.
We've got someone here that's got a problem with starter I'm going to go to, but we've had so many calls over the years when it comes to accidents, and really think about this. If Suzanne and I are on the way to the airport to go to Hawaii, and we're going to go to Hawaii for 2 weeks, we've had it booked. We have, let's just go crazy. First class tickets, very expensive hotel, blah, blah, blah. We got a $20,000 vacation coming up. And Dimitri runs into me with that crappy old Lincoln.
Oh, ouch.
And we can't get to the airport in time. So we can't get on that flight in time. And then the government shutdown happens, and we can't get another flight out. So the hotel we can't get a refund on. Mm-hmm. And I get depressed over the whole thing. And because of my depression, I run my car into a ditch on accident because I'm in tears. You could chase it forever is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Literally, if someone hit you on a Tuesday, you could say they owe you for the rest of your life. Yeah. And that's kind of where he was going. I mean, I stretched that out to absurdity. But really, 5 months. Yeah. You don't leave your car somewhere 5 months and don't work for 5 months. And then blame it on wherever you left your car under any circumstance.
Yeah.
Any circumstance whatsoever. Hey, Robert, what's going on with this starter? By the way, we got 2 lines open, 303-713-8255. Get your calls in now. It's car day. We're going to tell you about Dimitri's new car he bought. It's like driving on a cloud. Robert, what's going on?
Yeah, I have a 2012 Dodge Ram outdoorsman pickup, and I noticed lately when I turn the key, it just keeps turning, like starter keeps want to shut off, so I have to turn the key off right away.
Like the Bendix is broke? Or you mean it's like cranking?
Yeah, it's cranking, like it just, and then I shut it off. It just gets...
It's like a bad starter, right, Kevin?
Could be a starter, solenoid relay. There's a lot there.
I mean, is it all part of the starter, though, or no? You're saying it could be outside of that?
The TIPM controls the signal to the starter.
Okay.
It's got an integrated relay in the TIPM module.
How would he?
Is that an expensive thing?
If it's in the TIPM, yeah, it's stupid money.
What is it called? The TIPM?
Totally integrated power module. So instead of separate relays, they have relays that are integrated into a circuit board within this module.
So you have to replace the entire
you can't
circuit
just
board.
replace the starter relay. You have to replace the.
So it's sending bad information because of a bad circuit on a motherboard, basically.
Yeah, and it could go both ways to where you turn the key and you get nothing, not even a click, or you get it the other way and it stays engaged.
So unless if you're like really good at computers, I mean, you're not going to replace the bad part on the motherboard.
You can do things to bypass, like they have a kit from RAM that you can replace the fuel pump relay instead of the TIPM.
Really?
Just some wiring and a regular relay.
And then it works.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But you're rewiring it.
You're rewiring
But they don't have
circuit.
that for this starter.
They may. They've had several different iterations of it, but you just need to. I'm just guessing, obviously, without seeing the car, but it's something they need to check.
How do you so he comes in, I know you've got the best electrical guys out there, but where do you even start with this? Does it happen every time, Robert? Every time you do it, or almost every time?
No. It's like maybe once. Lately, it's been like it did it once, and then maybe 3 weeks later it did it, and then lately it did it another couple of weeks later, and then a couple of days later.
Those are challenging.
So it's getting more and more. Would you be able to duplicate it if you were at Kevin's shop, or it's just, who knows, it's a shot in the dark?
Yeah, it's kind of a random thing. And
God, I hate problems.
Those are tough.
Right away, I don't want it to damage.
No, it's good. You do turn it off. Yeah.
So that's how you stop it. You just literally turn it.
Close the circuit. Yeah.
And then try
the key
again.
off and then try it again, and it starts up.
Wow. What damage could that do over time?
It could ruin the flywheel, the gear on the flywheel where the starter engages.
Yeah. So what would you do if you were Robert?
It's a tough one. I mean, you have to duplicate it to solve it.
Is something like that, does it get, if it is that board, let's just pretend that's ultimately what it is, the TIPM.
Yep. Totally integrated power module.
Wow, TIPM. So if it is that, will it continue to get worse, or it could be stuck in this purgatory where it happens once a week?
Yeah, it's electrical. It could
be anything.
It could be. Yeah.
Is it possible it could go away?
Not likely, but it's possible. It's still a relay, even though it's integrated into a circuit board. It's still a relay.
So what would you do to troubleshoot it? Can you bypass that relay on that TIPM?
If it's something we can't duplicate it and it's starting to get worse, I would recommend bypassing that in there and see if it doesn't stop doing it. Yes.
And is there any downside in bypassing it long term as a fix?
No.
And what do you think that would run? I'm totally throwing this out. Is this a couple hours labor?
Yeah, a couple hours labor and a kit. So it could be about $300-400.
So Robert, there's an option there if it turns out to be the TIPM. But I mean, you're going to be able to troubleshoot and figure out what it is, no matter what.
If we can duplicate it, that's the kicker. Yeah, if it's working fine, there's nothing to diagnose.
Robert, I'm not sure what else to tell you. You got any other questions for Kevin?
You guys ever shared an auto tech? Can I take it there?
Of course.
Well, you can, and we can try, but I'm not optimistic when it's 2 to 5 days. To
the intermittency. Yeah. Now, if you could drop it off for a week, I'm sure he could. In the morning or in the evening when you leave or whatever, try to duplicate it, right? But even, Kevin, if you do duplicate it once...
We have to be very prepared to diagnose it.
That's what I mean.
So we can't just walk out with a key and say, let's see if it does it, and it does.
Because then you can't do it. Because then you got to turn the key off, and it's not going to do it again.
For another 7 days.
Robert, you might just be waiting till it gets worse, brother.
Oh, you can't just test like the starter or the motor or.
He's saying he could put. Here's what he could do. If I'm listening to him right, he could bypass that, and it's not going to do it again if it is the TIPM. But if it does do it again, then it's something else.
Then it's something else. Yeah.
He could throw a starter in there.
That's not a starter problem.
Well, okay. My point, though, is he could throw any part in there and sell it to you. And then if it doesn't happen again, that's what it is. But that's the problem with an intermittent problem.
Wow.
You basically throw money at it. I mean, it kind of sucks. But I'd get it down to him, Robert, no matter what. Bring it down. He has got literally the best electrical guys in Colorado. SheridanAutotech.com. Go there. You get the address. Call them up, get the appointment. Robert, I'm not kidding you. You're not going to regret it, and you're going to end up using these guys. SheridanAutotech.com. Now, Amy and Carly, hold tight. One has an issue with Liberty Mutual and the other with AutoNation. I think Dimitri knows about these.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Now.
Okay, I'm doing all right on those spots today.
The house spots? I think there was a couple you didn't finish up from Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, I've been going through them today.
Talking about, there's one from Wednesday and one from
I
Thursday.
got to do K&H. I got to do McKenzie.
Okay.
And then the rest, I did Water Pros.
Look at you staying on top of it.
Mr. Spot Man.
It happens.
Playing catch up. Oh, shit. I better see what I got now.
Fix it.
Fix it, Spot.
Fix It's going hard, boy.
Yeah.
Fix
that
It's.
Spot.
FixMyHome.com. That is where Fix It 24/7 lives on the internet. They have the deal right now. We're in the in-between season. In fact, pretty much to the end of October, up to that first snow or that first cold. I'll tell you what, this is the best deal you're going to get out there. $39 deep clean on that furnace. It's been chugging away with that air conditioner running all year. That fan's dirty. Everything's dirty in that furnace. Here's what you want to do. You want to call them up, $39, new customers or existing customers that have not had it done in 3 years. They'll just pull you up in the database. Come out, tear it apart. Spend about 2 hours. You're going to see all your furnace kind of torn away or torn apart there. Put it back together. Slap a no breakdown guarantee. Best deal out there. Best deal out there. FixMyHome.com. FixMyHome.com. Which one do you want me to take first?
By order of call-in. So I guess that would be Amy, I think, called in first.
Court reservations. Do you have to have a reservation? Oh, there's a championship event this weekend, so I don't know if we can go to that place tomorrow.
What place tomorrow?
Pickleball place.
Oh, well, how about the one in the Springs?
Peak pickleball.
I like the one in the Springs.
Yeah, peak pickleball.
You should learn pickleball.
That's what people keep telling me, and I agree. I mean, that does everybody.
I tried it with you.
Well,
guys.
for being single, what's cool about it, some of these places you go down, you just kind of wait, and then you meet a lot of people. I mean, it's like, might be a good way to find yourself a old lady.
A pickleball honey.
A rich widow with a cough. That's
A
what
rich
I'm looking
widow.
for.
With a pack of cigarettes and a cough.
A very rich widow with a cough.
Yes.
So it's kind of like tennis, right?
Yeah, but it's not.
It's kind of like racquetball.
It's social.
Okay.
It's also got a big social component to it. That's why I'm saying it could be good for
Play
you.
available there tomorrow.
You might find the guy of your dreams.
Shit. Oh, ouch.
That was mean.
There's some open play.
There's
there
nothing
tomorrow.
wrong with that.
Yikes.
There's open play there tomorrow.
Which one?
Peak pickleball in the Springs.
Well, if the four of us are going, we don't need open. If the four of us are going to play, we can go anywhere as long as there's a court.
Oh, you mean just reserve?
Yeah, if the kids are going to go.
They said they're going to go.
We could even try that spicy pickle for that matter.
Oh, the spicy pickle. Let me check that out. The spicy pickle.
See, you're closed-minded.
Me?
Yeah.
Not like Mark.
Yeah, like Mark. So what's the closed-minded?
Reserve a court.
Yeah,
Well, I said you might find the perfect fella. And you see, there's that closed-mindedness.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, where is this? Multiple dead. Tennessee explosion. What blew up?
An explosive plant.
It's an explosive plant?
Yes.
Like a dynamite factory blew up.
Yes.
Holy shit.
I'm reading that right now, yeah. Military explosive plant. Levels. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The sheriff needs to get out of his car once in a while and walk around.
Yeah.
It's in Tennessee. A deadly blast at a military explosive plant.
Yep.
Geez, I hope it's not some kind of bullshit. I truly hope it's an accident. Ay, ay, ay.
CNN will say something about Trump with it. So
Military, that's what.
Yeah.
That's scary right there.
That is, isn't it?
Several people have died and several remain unaccounted for after an explosion at an explosive manufacturer.
Look at oh my God. I mean, there's nothing left of that place. If someone's missing, there's no way they're going to be alive. There's trucks that are dust.
Wow.
That blew the...
Didn't that just happen somewhere else too in California? Like it was a fireworks.
Right?
Yeah, it was a year or so ago.
Yeah, but a bunch of people died.
That was in California, right at the 4th of July. Miles knows those people, remember?
Oh, that's right. He actually,
that was right.
He knows, he's got a good friend whose father is the brother of the guy that owned that fireworks one. That was a storage facility, though.
Yeah, because they don't make fireworks in the United States.
Yeah, it was storage. And they were running it not very well. In other words, they had old shit, they had more shit, that whole thing was a clusterfuck.
Ventilation.
Most of their employees were smokers. Oh,
that's not good. Loud smoke.
You ever seen anybody pumping gas with a cigarette? When I was 16 in Oklahoma, it was nothing to be smoking a cigarette or watch someone smoke a cigarette pumping gas. As crazy as that sounds.
It's hard to like
I get scared when I see people on
Is
oxygen
it?
smoking a cigarette. I was like, no.
Well, I know this. You can take it. It would put this crazy.
The Where is here. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. We've got 2 more hours coming up. Don't forget, help, H-E-L-P, at troubleshooter.com. That works all the time. Please reach out by email. And if you've never watched the show on YouTube, you get the behind the scenes, the show within the show. And you'll see us during the breaks. We're talking about different things. And it's just a little bit more to the show. It might put a few things together. It might check a few boxes in your brain. Hey, have you ever watched, guys, back in the day, they didn't have YouTube and stuff for most radio stations. In fact, I think Rush Limbaugh was pretty much the first one to really start televising. I could be wrong there, but I remember listening to people growing up. I'm a talk radio junkie. And then you finally find out what they look like. And you're just blown away. I don't care if it's the local FM morning show DJ or even someone like Dr. Laura. I remember when I first saw what Dr. Ruth looked like. She's like 4 feet tall.
Oh, she's midget. Yeah, she's tiny.
It's so crazy.
I remember a few listeners over the years, if they were shocked to see what you look like because they're expecting like some
big burly biker or something. No, that's true, man. I mean, my voice.
Even people that work in this building, if you haven't met them, but you've listened on air.
Yep.
And then you meet them, you never put those two together.
No, you don't. Amy and Carly, the reason I didn't hop is what you're listening to in the background. I'm going to bring you up right after this. I promise. Hopefully we got good news. 303-713-8255. 303 Martino, 2 lines open. You're on the Troubleshooter Network.
I've done that. Coming up the elevator.
Pizza's here.
Somebody talking. It's like, that person.
Yeah.
But never met them.
Walk around, I know that voice.
You hear the voices walking around here.
Yeah.
And you don't know who the people are, because you've never met them.
Here, y'all.
Do you guys need some red pepper packets?
I might actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a few extras.
We might actually.
Susan was generous enough to get me a whole case of them yesterday.
You got a
500
case?
packets.
He carries around a box.
You still collect them, Dimitri?
Well, I don't collect them. I use them. I actually eat them.
You
No, it's not like I'm not like hoarding them like I do, with guns.
Yeah, well, I'm collecting that one. That one's got a cool date code, 2021.
Yes.
They were extra spicy in that production lot.
This one was a limited edition.
Okay, well, I'll keep my eye out for red pepper packets for you.
No, thank you.
You really have a case?
I have about a lifetime supply now.
Okay.
He's not going to need red pepper packets till...
I predict next summer.
Okay.
Because there are 500 in there, and I still had about 80 that you rounded up for me here last week. So 580. I use about 1.5 per day. So actually, that's a year.
Yeah, nice.
What do you do? You put it in your toothpaste or something?
I put it in everything.
Everything.
Literally everything, except buffalo wings.
Except for coffee?
Except coffee, yeah. But I put it in everything.
I got to try that, your whippy, your heavy cream and Coke Zero.
Oh, try it. It's awesome. So I also
Yeah.
just placed another order for those keto meatballs at
Oh.
Fiore. I
gotta go over and get some of those.
I highly recommend it. So now you got to call in with an order because it takes them about a week to make them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they call you when they're
That
ready.
sounds really good, Dimitri.
Yeah, it's about. Well, I think it costs me about 5-pound orders. Cost me about $65 or so with tax. It's like somewhere in the mid-60s, and then I just keep them in the freezer, cook them in the oven. Then I finish cooking them in the sauce.
Right.
So I'll put frozen ones, in a glass dish in a cold oven. Start it to 350 for 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then in the meantime, my gravy's getting hot with all the herbs that I put in there, getting worked up. And then I transfer them from the oven. I dump them into the gravy, put the lid on, let them simmer in the gravy for 20 minutes, and everything is perfect.
God, that sounds good.
Now, the one thing that I recommend is what I do is I request that they don't put any garlic in them.
Oh.
'Cause
You don't like garlic?
I like garlic, but it's a little bit too much of it in there. So what I do is I'll put a little bit of garlic in the gravy,
Yeah.
and that's enough for me.
Oh, in the gravy,
Otherwise,
okay.
the meatballs have too much garlic for my taste. But they're
have
awesome.
too much garlic?
Yes. Turns out, yes. I love garlic, but it's meant to be an herb, not an ingredient.
Well, depending on what you're eating. Korean food has a ton of garlic.
Right.
Did you turn up the heat there, Kevin?
Well, I turned the cool down.
Cool it down?
Yeah.
You didn't come
They
on
had
Friday for nothing,
No.
Bozy.
because I love like roasted garlic.
Oh,
With
God.
steak, where you cut the bone in half and
Put it in the oven.
Yep.
Yeah, I know the stuff you're talking about.
All I've had all week, swear to God, is tuna salad and a
here you
couple
go,
of
brother.
carb-free,
There's
egg
6
breakfast
plates left.
sandwiches.
Thank you.
Tuna, I love tuna salad though. Mark
love
thinks
tuna
it's
fish.
disgusting.
I think
Oh my
tuna
God.
salad is
Look,
salad is
tuna
the.
anything.
Yeah.
Kevin loves tuna.
It's basically
Well, you see, my
spam.
girlfriend does the same thing. I open a can and she's out there like,
It's gross.
oh, grow up. What are you, 12?
Mark,
It is horrible.
Yeah.
What about sardines? Do you like sardines?
Oh, I love sardines.
We've never had one in our
I've
house.
ever had the sardines, honestly.
They come
What?
a lot of different ways.
I'll bring you a can of sardines.
No, you won't.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to love
No, you
them.
won't.
What's so good about it?
Why
Are they
not?
just salty or?
They're like, it's hard to describe. Nothing tastes like sardines.
Okay, I've never had
They
them.
can be a little fishy, but
I-
you can get them like in tomato sauce.
I assume you buy them like good quality.
You guys
I
are
buy the
crazy.
best.
Okay.
Real olive oil, and they're skinless and boneless. They're
Yep.
fillets of sardines in this little can. And, they lay them out.
Yeah.
And it looks like a
And
masquerade.
they're super. Do you like anchovies too? You're the one that likes the anchovies.
Oh,
right?
anchovies are good.
Really?
The sardines are better than the anchovies because the anchovies have a little saltier.
Yeah, with the anchovy, you can only eat like a little bit.
Those are good red pepper flakes on this. Those ones are. They are. Is there a brand on there?
You
Yeah.
have to
it's-
let me know what you think of the ones I bought. Like,
Villa
is there a
Sassone.
different?
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'll cut into that box this weekend
Okay.
to see if there's a flavor
Yeah,
difference.
yeah,
I expect
might as
them
well,
to be
huh?
the same. Mm-hmm.
She bought some at home. That's a
did.
mix of 3.
Yes, flat iron pepper flakes. 4. So it's jalapeno, ghost, habanero, and another abalo or something like that. And they're it looks just like red pepper flakes, but it's 4 different
It's
peppers
a
in
blend.
it.
They put them all in the same.
Oh my God! I just bought it this week. I'm
Oh.
should
Well, I've
have
never
brought
seen
it.
that. That's cool.
Oh,
That is
It looks just like regular red pepper.
I'll send you a link. I'll text you a picture of it.
See, it says military explosive company, so I don't think it actually is a military.
I think that means they make explosives
For the military.
They're a military contractor.
grade
Yeah, it's someone like
Like C4.
3M for that. I mean, I don't know who makes that shit.
DuPont, maybe.
Maybe DuPont. You know, the town of Leviers in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually owned by DuPont.
Yeah, it was it was a company town.
Yep, but literally a company town. They still have a post office. I had a friend that rented a house there. His name was Larry for a little bit. They had a post office. They actually, till this day, have a bowling alley where they have a self-pin setter.
Wow.
It's an old wooden bowling alley. They only open it up. Can't bowl there. But they'll, if you reach out to them, the Heritage Foundation will open it up and show it to you. But they had a pin setter in the back. You'd roll the ball, and then they'd reset all the pins by hand.
Oh, that's what pin setter means.
Oh, what are you asking? Talk
about a job,
This
right?
is
I love
Anthony's
Bouviers.
Pizza, unless you're asking something else. Clarify.
And behind the post office, they have the horseshoe pits. And so in the summer, in the evening, you see a bunch of people walking from all over town to go play in the horseshoe pits behind the post office.
What did they make there? The DuPont?
It's a dynamite plant.
In Louvier?
In Louviers, just south of Castle Pines over there.
Was that by the Renaissance Festival?
Yeah, it's in that same area.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Louviers is a really
Oh, the pepper flakes. They're flat iron premium pepper flakes on Amazon. It's 4 different peppers.
Strange place to make dynamite. Out in the middle.
Oh, back then, so they built it in the 1800s to
That would have been hard to
the
get.
mining industry in
It
Colorado.
was explosive factory.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh, for blasting getting silver and gold out.
Dude, so
Well, that just looks
if you
like
worked for them and worked in that factory, you had a home there. I mean, it was basically, you worked there, lived there, kids went to school there. I mean, they really don't have things like that anymore. Except on big, like,
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. You've been ripped off or taken advantage of or need some help. First of all, we have a list of experts that are either here in studio joining us a lot. For example, today's car day, we have Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech, but we also have a list of attorneys. Doesn't matter if it's real estate attorneys, estate planning attorneys, personal injury attorneys, criminal defense attorneys. We have a list of attorneys that we get involved all the time with different problems, landlord-tenant disputes. You pretty much name it. So if you have any questions, 303 Martino. I got 2 lines open. It is car day, but we still take every possible call. We love helping people. We love recouping money.
And Mark, you know our deputies, we have some great deputies.
We do.
Just willing to knock them out when they come in.
Yeah, on a volunteer basis, too, which is ridiculous. Deputy Bo over there is working on a couple things. Deputy Dimitri, we've got a follow-up we're going to go to in a second with Amy that you've been dealing with. And Kevin Calkin joins us, 303-713-8255. Hey, Amy, what is going on with AutoNation? What was the original problem? Or maybe, D, you want to jump in? Whoever can explain it to me the quickest.
Mark, it's a really strange story. Amy called us on September 3rd for the very first time, and she bought a car from AutoNation. And, she bought it a couple of years ago. And last winter, I believe, the car was stolen. It was subsequently recovered with a blown engine. It got towed back to AutoNation for repairs. And when Amy made the insurance claim on it, their insurance company said, hey, we've looked into your car, and it looks like it has already been previously totaled out. It's been declared a total loss by some other insurance company. And so they actually ended up dropping her because it's no longer an insurable vehicle.
Did they handle that claim or no?
Yeah, they handled that claim.
So
and then
they
dropped
gave her. So the vehicle is at AutoNation.
The vehicle is AutoNation.
It gets stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Did she buy it from AutoNation?
She bought it from AutoNation.
It gets stolen from AutoNation.
No, it gets stolen from Amy.
It gets stolen in her possession.
It gets stolen from her. The
and then
cops
when
recover it.
When they finally get it back, it's just a mess. It needs an engine. They beat the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And the insurance company did give her all the money for the car, though.
Except for the engine.
Because they said that's mechanical?
I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what
Amy,
their
why
excuse-
didn't they pay for the engine?
Well, actually, the engine was covered under warranty, and they replaced the engine in it. But it doesn't matter because I can't insure it because it's already been totaled, and so anytime that I insure
Okay, but I get that. But guys, let me ask you this: has the car been put back to good operating order?
It is in operating order, but it still has. I was able to provide the documentation that AutoNation asked me for to prove that it had been totaled before I bought it, and they told me that they would help me once I provided that documentation. And now they just won't respond to me at all.
Let me short circuit her story here. Let me tell you what the issue is now. So luckily, the insurance company did pay for the damage. Kia or Hyundai, I forgot which one of them, is actually Hyundai is going to replace the engine with a new one at no charge because luckily it's one of those engines.
So
that's
the
subject to
insurance
the
company
recall.
was going to handle the body work and any other problems.
And that all got done. But here's Amy's problem, and I'll tell you what she wants to get accomplished.
Because it was totaled before.
Yeah.
She can't find an insurance company to cover it.
Yeah, but it gets worse. Her credit union, who's financing this car,
is calling the loan.
They haven't called the loan yet, but they keep warning Amy, and have been for quite a few months, that she's out of compliance. She's out of compliance with the terms of the loan.
Now, why did AutoNation sell her a car with the salvage title?
I have an answer for you, Mark.
Have we seen the title? Is it actually salvaged?
Well, we saw. So Kevin from Sharon Auto Tech ran a Carfax for us. There is no mention of salvage. There is no mention of
It's got a clean Carfax.
loss. It's got a clean Carfax, and it's got a clean title. So it appears that and I'm no fan of AutoNation, but it appears that AutoNation unknowingly sold her a previously totaled out car.
But that doesn't matter. How do we know? I want the answer to this one. How do we know if Carfax says it was totaled out? How do we know it was
doesn't
totaled
say.
out?
There is no mention of being
That's
totaled
what I'm
out.
sorry. I said that backwards. If there's no mention of it there, how do we know that's true and it was totaled
Well,
out?
I can answer that too. Amy emailed me a copy of the letter she got from the insurance company who had previously insured it for some other customer of theirs, for a previous owner. And that letter said, hey, this vehicle was deemed a total loss.
Then when Amy, you gave that information to AutoNation saying, hey, you sold me this vehicle that was totaled. I can't even get it insured now.
She wants to undo the deal.
Well, I think they have to undo the deal.
And, according to Amy, in a telephone conversation a few weeks ago, the AutoNation manager said that, hey, if you can prove that it had been totaled, we'll undo the deal.
What AutoNation is this? And do you have that actual insurance?
I have the letter from the insurance company.
I want you to pull that up. I don't want you to read the whole thing, but I want you to give me I really want to know what they state. Do we know what happened? Was it in an accident?
I believe it was a theft claim at the time.
Now, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. If something gets stolen, and a certain amount of time goes by, get Brian Burns on, Kelly, please, but a certain amount of time goes by, and then they recover it, but in the meantime, they totaled it out because it was stolen and give you a check, but then they find it. Is that the circumstance we're looking at?
Okay, so yeah, you're right. So here it is. The letter was just dated a few days ago, and it's just a very simple one-sentence letter. It said, please accept this letter as proof of the total loss determination on this claim due to theft and no return of vehicle. This vehicle was deemed a total loss on March 29th, 2023.
So really, we've got to dig a little deeper because this isn't a salvaged vehicle.
Correct.
This is a vehicle that was stolen. The insurance company paid whoever owed it, made them whole because that's what the policy says. Then it was recovered. And it looks like it wasn't totaled at all. So I don't understand why she can't get it insured, but that's what I want to ask Brian.
So Brian, in some private conversations with me, previously indicated that he feels confident in his ability to insure this vehicle.
Have you talked to Brian, Amy?
I have talked to him, but I also just know that this vehicle is listed on an insurance database as a
That
total
doesn't
vehicle.
matter. It's not salvaged. I thought it was a
Because it's
salvaged
grounds to
vehicle.
Cancel. Allstate already canceled my policy because they found that it was a totaled vehicle.
It's not a totaled vehicle. It was totally paid out, but the vehicle was not wrecked. It wasn't in an accident that totaled the vehicle. It wasn't paid out for that. It was paid out because it was stolen.
Allstate.
Well, let's get real information from Brian, because I'm not going to argue with her. I'm trying to help you out, Amy, but what I'm saying is I don't know why you can't get it covered. For the life of me, I don't care why State Farm isn't covering it. I hate State Farm. I can't stand State Farm. I don't care what they do. But if everybody in the world will cover it, I don't know if you have an argument. And I don't know if you have an argument legally, a legal argument. I can't sell you a salvage car without disclosing it. You literally got to sign something saying, I understand it's a salvage car. I don't think this is a salvage car. It wasn't salvaged. It simply wasn't salvaged. Hold on, let's get Brian on. Carly and Jay, you're up after this.
When you get your Redbird Farms chicken from the King Supers or City Market Butcher Counter, you're getting more than the taste of real chicken. You're supporting...
Supposed to do it under these circumstances. We should make them do it, but I don't know the legalities here.
Yeah, I don't either. It's not salvage. Because he doesn't like to.
Her asses to deal with.
That sounds like him.
And I could probably bust it all out in the next 20 minutes.
Good afternoon.
She hung up.
Oh, she did.
ExcelRoofing.com. You know what they do this time of year? They start shifting. And listen, all the holidays are coming up. Halloween, fall festivals, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, they're all coming up. Get the permanent holiday lighting and get it now. We just had it done on our house. You do not see it. It's totally invisible until you go on that app on your phone and pick out one of the thousands of presets. Just hit the button and boom, the whole house just lights up. It's absolutely incredible. I did one where I have all the football colors for the football games that I'm watching on Sundays, and you can have them chase each other. The lights go left to right or out to back or anything. If you can imagine it, you can do it, and you can do it right through the app. Go to excelroofing.com and get a quote right there. It's pretty cool. Excelroofing.com. You're going to love them, and they're permanent, great warranty on them, and they're just great. Never get up on that ladder again. excelroofing.com. Get the quote right now. I promise. If you're just going to love them. excelroofing.com. Fix it 24/7. I've been just putting this through you left and right. You got to go to fixmyhome.com and get signed up for the $39 deep clean of your furnace. That air conditioner has been running all year. Of course, it uses the same fan motor and everything of your furnace. They're going to come out, tear it apart, get rid of all the dirt, slap a no breakdown guarantee on it. If you're a new customer, $39. It's like a $300 value. And they do a real deal. They're not going out there to just try to sell you something. They're going out there to clean your furnace and introduce fixmyhome.com to you. Please check them out. It's the best deal. Fixmyhome.com. Fixmyhome.com.
Not right now, no.
She hung up.
And I think
Of course she did.
Susan.
She doesn't want insurance. She doesn't want the car.
She doesn't want, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
She didn't want the car.
Well, I think AutoNation should take the car back.
Why? Pizza skin just laying.
Because
It's a very interesting call.
Because it's salvaged. They may sell.
It's not salvaged.
Or branded.
Nope.
It's not branded.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I think it,
There may not even have ever been damage.
yeah, but why won't the insurance company insure
Just
it?
because Allstate won't insure it doesn't mean it's an issue.
Here's
But
why,
isn't
though.
that the reason?
Because the insurance company, the car was stolen before she bought it.
Okay.
And they totaled the car and paid out on it.
Because it was missing. The car
It
was
was
missing.
missing. The car wasn't returned. Then it gets in AutoNation's hands to get sold. she insures it with the same company, Allstate, and they say, wait, you've already paid out.
No, a different company.
I thought it was the same insurance company, and that's how they found
Then
it.
why couldn't she insure it with another company?
That's what Brian Burns is saying. He can, but she's not interested in that. She wants to get rid of the car. She didn't want the car.
No, why?
Well, then I guess she doesn't have a reason to unwind a deal because it wasn't salvaged. I kind of was under the pretense it was.
No, there may not even have been any damage to the car.
Okay, is the term branded title and salvage title the same thing? So if someone says that I have a branded title, that means it's salvage? Okay. I thought they were two
Or something. There's something.
Doesn't each state have a different term or something?
I didn't know that.
So I agree she's in a bit of a pickle, but it's solvable. Her problem is that she's trying to use this as an excuse.
Oh, she's using it as leverage.
Yeah, and I don't think she has enough leverage.
Freaking Auto Nation.
Yeah, but Auto Nation.
They're not
has
obligated.
a good title. There's no issue with the title. By state law, they don't have to, nobody shows you this stuff.
Right. You spent a lot of time on it, G.
$20,000. It's because that's what the value of the car wasn't damaged.
It was just stolen.
You don't even know if there was like 3 miles put on it when these people stole it and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I've had a car
By the
stolen
way,
where they
did
drove.
fraudulent theft claim. They parked it because they wanted their money back out of the car.
Yeah. And I understand that she's not happy about it. So they'll sell the car.
Yeah, she just wants out of the deal. Like she thought she found something to get out of the deal, I think.
2 years later.
But is it feasible that she could have a value claim with that?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Not just total, but I mean, if this has issues that she's already come up against, if she goes to try to sell it, if somebody finds out the car was totaled, does that make it worth less?
That's a good question too, Mark.
But how would they wouldn't find out?
Is there any diminished value on the car? Because when she goes to sell it, and they
the
try,
car, everything's clean on
But
it.
I understand.
but when they insure it,
when you have,
I think she's completely full of shit on the insurance
okay,
part.
gotcha.
Okay.
I don't know why State Farm, they might not want to insure it because they just covered shit they didn't think they had to.
somebody saw the total thing on there and just did a knee jerk.
Assumed.
Yeah. But I'm looking at the label on this pepper blend. It says use caution, very spicy.
I didn't find it much hotter, but I haven't gone crazy with it yet.
Okay.
I'm only putting it on little eggs in the morning. You know what I mean?
Oh, perfect.
Or baby steps.
Baby steps, right?
Yep.
Had I known I was going to eat pizza today, because my intentions
brought
were
some
good this
in?
morning, I would have brought it in.
Yep.
I'll bring it next
It
Friday.
looks cool though.
It does. It's tasty. Mark likes pepper in his chicken noodle soup, in his cans of soup. Like the red pepper flakes, he loads it on, and black pepper.
Like it's a perfect substitute for the old stale generic red pepper flakes that you get with your pizza.
So she did tell me previously she has to go back to work. So that's the only reason she dropped off.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want
you don't
guys
think
to
she was irritated?
All right, 303-713-8255. I'm going to bring Brian Burns up. I am so interested in this. So, Brian, here's the bottom line. Car was stolen when the last owner had it. And basically, after the car was stolen, enough time went by to where they paid out on the stolen vehicle to whoever the insurer was. Then, or the insuree, whatever it is. So then after that happens, AutoNation ends up with the car. It's got a clean Carfax. All that's good. They sell it. Then this new person buys it, and she hung up because she didn't like how I was talking or something, but whatever. So she buys it. They find out, even though it's got a clean Carfax, and we've looked at the Carfax. In fact, I think you have some knowledge of this, right?
Is this the one that that I had worked on
with Dimitri?
Yeah, Brian, this is the one you and I emailed and talked about a couple of weeks ago.
So here's the interesting part. Now, State Farm says won't insure it anymore. If that's the case, I agree with her 100%. I don't know why, but I did some research during the break. This one is so curious. So a vehicle considered salvaged. Okay, well, let's go here. What is a salvage vehicle? In Colorado, The definition of a salvage vehicle under CRS 42-6 102-17. A vehicle is salvaged if its repair cost from collision, fire, flood, accident, trespass, or theft, or other events exceeds its actual cash value just before the damage, as determined by the owner or the insurance. And the only thing really exempt from that under that same scenario is hail damage. Now, when it talks about theft in here, it's talking about if someone stole the car under this statute. Someone stole the car and caused the damage, and the damage exceeds the value of the car. That's what a salvage vehicle is. But listen to this. For stolen and recovered vehicles, if the vehicle is recovered undamaged before the insurer pays out, it typically retains a clean title, but that wasn't the case here. These guys had the insurance paid out to the old owner. However, if the insurer already paid a total loss claim, as in the case you described, okay, listen to this. The insurer acquires the title and must apply for a salvage certificate before any transfer. And then look this up, D. Yeah. CRS 42-6-136.
Okay.
And that's going to be 42-6-136. And then paragraph 2. That's going to be a CRS, of course. This brands the title as salvage, even if recovered intact with no damage. The insurer can then sell it as is to a rebuilder who must inspect and retitle it as rebuilt from salvage after repairs, if any, are done, along with the safety inspection. So I'm going to tell you, based upon what I'm reading right here, and Brian, I'll get yours, and I am curious what that actually reads at CRS. Did you pull that up yet?
I sure did.
What does it say?
Well, which part? I mean, paragraph 2, you want me to tell you, read the entire
Well, basically, they're talking about, what it's talking about is if I'm State Farm and I pay a total loss out because your vehicle was stolen, I have to, the insurer acquires the title and must apply for a salvage certificate. So there's no way to retitle this unless if it's a salvage vehicle from everything I'm reading. Brian, go ahead and tell me what you're making of this after. I know you've done some research, but I mean, this is pretty straightforward what I'm reading you.
Well, yeah, and it is. You're right, and this is a new wrinkle to it because the thing that Dimitri and I kept going back and forth with was that the Carfax, which is what it seemed like it was the extent of what they needed to do to even find out if this car was stolen, did not list it as such. There's just really nothing on the Carfax that would indicate that there was a claim. Even.
No.
And I understand there was.
I get it. So we have a bad Carfax, but here's basically where it comes down to. No kidding. It says right here, if the insurer already paid a total loss claim, as in this case, the insurer has to acquire the title and must apply for a salvage certification before any transfers. This brands the new title as salvage, even if there's no damage. That is as straightforward as it gets. And once again, that's CRS 42-6-136 and then 2. I mean, to me, okay, so now the next step is who screwed up here? Apparently, the insurance company.
The insurance company is the one that screwed up because they did not brand that title was not salvaged. It still doesn't show as salvaged.
It still doesn't show it. But we have read again what we have. D. Okay. Oh man, this is killing.
Here's a letter from State Farm that Amy received just a couple of days ago. Please accept this letter as proof of the total loss determination on this claim due to theft and no return of vehicle. This vehicle was determined a total loss on March 29th, 2023. So it sounds like either State Farm or whomever they sold this car to should have changed it to a branded title. Is that right?
Well, no, I mean, it sounds like State Farm should have, not the person they sold it to, because according to that, what you just read, it's the insurance company's responsibility to do that.
Okay. Well, they didn't do it. The vehicle still has a clean title. So,
Right.
So Brian, so what are your odds? What are the odds of being able to insure it so that she can comply with the terms of her auto loan from Canvas?
Right. I mean, I think you're going to have to go through the steps. I mean, it's got to. But the problem is, when I was telling her, it doesn't show as salvage right now. So I don't even know why it's being flagged as not being able to be insured, other than the one carrier that's saying there was a claim on it.
Yeah, well, I can help you with that. So Amy's insurance company was Allstate. So this most recent time that Amy's car got stolen, while Amy owned it.
Oh, that's right. There's a second theft.
This car keeps getting stolen. So Amy made that insurance claim. Her insurance company, Allstate, paid that claim a few months ago. And then they said, hey, we're not going to insure this car anymore because it had already been deemed a total loss by State Farm. So,
right.
So they did pay her most recent theft claim, but then they dropped her. So now she doesn't have full coverage insurance on this car. And now her credit union has been warning her for months now that she's out of compliance with a loan.
They're not going to be, I don't think you're going to be able to insure this car. Brian, can you at least attempt? Did you try to insure it for her?
Yeah, I mean, we talked back and forth about it. But given the fact that she didn't even have the car at the time, it had been stolen and it was still under, I believe, and I'm doing this by memory because I'm not in front of my desk right now, Dimitri. But did she get it fixed from the second claim that we're referring to?
Yeah. So the car is now fixed.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because she can't get it insured.
Well, right. But Brian at the time it sounds like he couldn't even quote her because the car was in, various stages of disrepair. But
what do you need to look this up? Because I really want to dig into this. Now, listen, here's another thing I just found, guys. The dealer's disclosure obligation under Colorado revised statute, blah, blah, blah. Dealers must disclose, here's where it gets tricky, all known material. Particulars, all known. So what is the scope of known? Typically means information the dealer had actual knowledge of or should have reasonably discovered through due diligence. So we could argue the car check, a VIN check. Here's what we got to do to really help her out. We've got to prove that the dealer did not do their due diligence. Just pulling the Carfax is not going to be good enough. Did they do a VIN check? Did they do normal things a dealer does when they buy the car? And even if they did do it, how do we prove, if we can prove that there is some record out there prior to them selling this car, not purchasing it, then she's going to win in court from everything I'm looking at here. But if they had absolutely no idea, the insurance company really screwed up and they didn't do the right thing when they sold the car, there's still a good chance she could win because, according to this, the judge generally sides with the consumer because she spent all this money with this dealership and now she can't even get this car. It's so crazy. She can't even get this car insured and she owes money on it and she's still got to make payments. I mean, she got screwed every which way.
Right, Mark.
She really did.
But the question for Brian is, Brian, what are the odds of you being able to find insurance for this car?
I don't know. The problem is it's a little more complicated than that because she has more than one car and more than one operator. So I did ask her to send me everything so that I could quote out. I wouldn't just quote the one car.
Yeah. Is there something, it
just wouldn't make sense.
Is there like a clue report for cars where you can pop in the VIN, forget about the owner and see what the hell's up with that car?
Nothing showed up. Mark, I did it. I ran a clue report for her.
Well, then why the hell can't she get it insured?
Well,
that
I don't think that it sounds like if she applies for insurance again, the new insurance company won't even know this happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless there's yet another claim. And then her insurance company is going to dig into somehow Allstate dug into the history of this car.
Maybe State Farm on this last deal, this claim they played out, maybe they added it to the clue report.
Since recently.
I could run it again, but why? Another thought.
Do you still have the VIN number?
I do. I have all that.
Can you? How long would it take you to run it? I got a break. I mean, can you run it in the next 10, 20 minutes or what?
I'm not, no, because I'm not at my office. I'm out and about right now,
Okay.
going to a meeting right now, so I can't do it till later.
All right, let's run it and let's pick it up from there. She got mad at me anyhow, but I still want to help her.
She had to go back to work. She just texted me. She isn't mad. She just really had to go back to work.
Oh, okay, fair
but
enough.
She is listening.
So, Brian, let's run it again. Here's really what I'm looking for. I want to see if all of a sudden from the last time you ran it, if now everything's showing, which would be crazy. But I still think AutoNation needs to step up. They're the big conglomerate. They're the largest dealer out there. And even if it was by accident, the fact they sold this poor woman and got her financing for a car that she cannot insure is all in their lap, in my opinion. And I don't care how big of an advertiser they are. The bottom line is, if everything is correct from what she's saying, and Brian pulls up and now all of a sudden on the Carfax or on the VIN or Clue report, whatever he pulls up, it's saying this is salvage. They need to figure this out for it. They need to step up and do the right thing, even though they probably didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
All right, hold on. Jay, I promise. Well, I got to take this. I want to hear Jay's comment, and then Carly, you'll be up after that. 303-713-8255. This is what we do. We get to the bottom of these things. And if this is everything she's saying, depending on what Brian comes back with, hopefully later on in the show or Monday, the bottom line is, and I mean this, the bottom line is we're going to fight tooth and nail to get her out of this deal because it's the right thing to do.
What an interesting case.
That's pretty wild.
It's a wild case.
Dude, what are the chances?
I think it's the insurance company who
didn't do it right. They got the car back. They didn't want to salvage it, so they got more money for it and then sold it to AutoNation. Because you sell it as a salvage title,
you get nothing.
You get a lot less. It's an auction car.
Yep.
You know what? That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah. AutoNation is an innocent. They're in this as
I don't
innocent
think
as she is.
they had any culpability.
Yeah, but still in Colorado, the dealer.
No. You're right. But they need to go and sue the insurance.
Yeah, because she doesn't have standing to go after the insurance company.
She may though if they misrepresent.
Well, that's true because she's the one that's getting
She's the
hurt
one
right
that's
now.
damaged.
Yeah, let's see. Hey, Kelly, let's see if we can't get that young lady on that attorney.
Raina Bias.
Raina?
That would be good.
Tell her it's me.
No, don't tell her that. She won't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, tell her it's somebody else.
She specializes.
Tell her it's Sue's.
I got to go get a screwdriver.
I got a pocket one on my Gerber. Let's see.
I love it. I used to carry a Gerber a million years ago, like when I was 15.
Yep, I don't leave home with that. How about that one?
That'll work perfect.
Wow.
I don't leave home
Man,
without
you've
it.
had this thing forever, brother.
For like 25 years.
That's a good.
That's a one-handed Gerber. They don't make them anymore.
No, it says Girl Scouts. Did it come with a box of cookies?
Come with cookies.
I've fixed
I
thousands of
stop
things
by
with
those
that.
things now. Just give them money and just leave the cookies there.
I'll tell you what these are great for. Is
There you go, kid.
It's just $20. Just don't give me. Don't give me any cookies.
Stop harassing.
The real Gerbers are probably one of the best Christmas presents you can give somebody.
This is an auto one too. They quit making it. This comes out like a switchblade.
Do that again. Let me see that.
They quit making it.
Oh,
That's good.
You could sharpen that, and it is. That's not a switchblade, though.
Well, this
You
is
know what
good
it's
for
called?
what?
A stiletto.
A stiletto. This is good for one
Switchblade
hand.
goes like that.
I don't know.
What's this one called?
Oh, let's see.
That's a stiletto.
Wow, that looks deadly.
That's called a Bloody Mary. That comes out through the top.
Here, let me see your hand.
What are you doing with that, Dimitri? That's freaking illegal.
Where'd you get it? Nice show.
Oh no, you can buy these.
Yeah, it is.
The
You gotta
model is
push
called
the button.
Infidel.
You can buy it.
Let's see
like
that,
on
Dimitri.
Amazon.
No.
Hand that over. I want.
Yeah, it looks pretty strong. Check it out.
It looks
But
deadly.
it goes both ways.
It
It's
ain't.
kind of cool.
That would go through. That would go.
They
through
they call that a.
It won't.
Well, I'm just. Yeah, you're right.
Thanks for breaking my.
That's a Bloody Mary.
I think the fountain pen is cooler. The fountain pen
Let me
is
see
cooler.
it, D. Kevin's gonna play with it too. Let's see. Hey, can we do some?
Let me tell you,
do some
if that
repair?
paper comes roaster knife, I would not feel bad.
Dang.
That was classic.
No, Chopper. Shannon's out today.
Can we do some repairs? It's got a nice feel. You want?
It feels stronger. It feels stronger than it is. There's some like that that'll easily go through.
The top.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, don't hurt your pinky finger.
I don't know how to take it back.
Same way.
Let's do that.
The paper.
Vans work.
I like it. I take this home.
Paper cup fucked up his stiletto. Wouldn't that be funny? You go up to stick someone and the knife breaks.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
don't do that. He's snapping his.
No, don't do that.
Oh, God.
Because it freaks me out. That's why.
I'm just testing it to see how powerful it is.
Oh, I'm going to have to take that away from you.
No, I won. I'm taking this home.
It's designed so it's not powerful enough to hurt you if you shoot it into yourself.
You going to take it away from me?
It's not powerful enough to go through that little top of the
That's
coffee
not what
cup.
it's meant for. Opening it or extending it, not for stabbing somebody. You stab manually.
It's not a true. Well, I guess technically it's a stiletto.
You take
So
it out of,
this is the mini infidel, and they also have
the infidel.
I want the big infidel.
There is the full size infidel.
Grande infidel.
And you can order these from, I think, Midway.
He carries a box of red pepper flakes, a stiletto. He's got his own smell and his own color ink for his
He's
pens.
totally armed.
And he drives a, what is it, a Ford Granada?
Ford Granada.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, that was fun. They took it away from me. Well, this really cut. Mark, I got an update on
Yeah, CRS 426206 for undisclosed. See, there's a problem. We keep going back to, well, actually, you should read this one, 42-6206 for undisclosed salvage or rebuilt vehicles. You're entitled to an immediate refund of the purchase price if the dealer failed to disclose material history.
So
This even applies. This even applies if the non-disclosure was unintentional.
Oh,
as long as the title salvage status should have been known. That's what that.
Whoa! As long as title salvage should have been known.
That's what it says.
By the
How
dealer.
would the dealer know, though?
This applies even if the non-disclosure was unintentional, as long as the title salvage status should have been known. It should have been known.
Oh, should have been known in general.
That's what it says.
Not necessarily known by the
well,
dealer.
tell me what
just
you
in
think
general.
about 42-6-206. Or is it like... All right, 303-713-8255. You know, I'm going to read something else I found. Do they have to undo the car deal? And if you've been listening, you know what I'm talking about. This lady bought a car, and it turns out after she bought it, ultimately it's going to have the salvage title. Ironically, we don't know if it does now or not, but it should have had one no matter what. When an insurance company basically pays out full on a stolen vehicle in the state of Colorado, when they sell it, whether they auction it or sell it, they have to basically get a new title, a salvage title, even if there was no damage. Think about that. It's strange, but that's just how it works in Colorado. So we don't know if the insurance company didn't do that, or when they sold it to whomever they sold it to, it eventually ended up at AutoNation. But when AutoNation got a hold of this, the Carfax was clean. I'm presuming they didn't know it was salvage, but it was, or needed to be at that point. Now, all of a sudden, this lady can't get insurance. But listen to this one. This is crazy. Colorado CRS 42-6-206-3. For undisclosed salvaged or rebuilt vehicles, you're entitled to an immediate refund of the purchase price if the dealer failed to disclose material history. This applies even if non-disclosure was unintentional, as long as the title salvage status should have been known, meaning it should have been salvaged.
Yeah, that's how I
interpret it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
agree.
what judges are for, but that's right from the CRS. I think they do have to undo this deal the more I dive into it. I'm dying to know what's on there now, though. All we have right now is a piece of paper that's one sentence saying we paid this out.
Yeah.
That is not going to be enough to get this done. We have literally got to figure out if it is salvaged now on the clue report for the car.
And it sounds like when Brian gets back to this office, he's going to look it up.
It's
so
fascinating.
on Monday, we'll know more.
On Monday, we will. To me, this is absolutely financing. Absolutely fascinating. Jay, what's your comment?
Even if she went to go to sell it, she would have to disclose, knowing this, that it should have been sold.
Well, now when she goes to sell it, they're not even going to be able to register the car because someone's got to go through a salvage title.
Yeah.
Basically, at some point, even though there was no damage, which is crazy, you got to actually have State Patrol or someone out to do a VIN verification and sign off on the safety of the car, get the salvage title, then she could sell it, and she's going to take a kick in the ass selling it.
Hit. Yep.
Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, what she really should probably do, because she can get this handled real easy.
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Auto Dealers Licensing Board.
Oh, yeah, call up the
refund.
No. You know what? Jay brings up something. They are a powerful source. Let me tell you, people think, oh, yeah. I'm telling you, they will rock and roll when needed. Keep going, Jay.
And then AutoNation and whoever got it from State Farm did it wrong. AutoNation can then go after State Farm and say, look, you did not report this as a salvage. You didn't have State Patrol come and inspect it.
Yep.
You screwed us.
And you know what? Ultimately,
it's their money.
Ultimately, I love the dealer part of this. That's a very good one. We're going to see what Brian Burns says, but ultimately, that's what we were talking about on break, what Jay just brought up, this part of it, which is very crazy. She could actually go after the insurance company, even though she had nothing to do with that, because she's ultimately the one that got damaged by it. But the best way for this to happen would be what Jay just says. AutoNation goes back, they undo the deal, they go back and say, hey, we bought this from you and it was a screw up. But the only thing that might throw a monkey wrench into that, there could have been other people in between we don't even know about.
Right. And
there could have been an auction house in between, for example.
There's so many places where this ball could have been dropped. But one of Amy's big challenges is that she's dealing with AutoNation. And I've worked a large number of AutoNation cases.
Yeah.
They are completely unresponsive.
Yeah.
So all their...
Well, I bet they'd be responsive if we got 200 or 300 listeners together and went down to one of their dealerships. I bet they'd be responsive.
Man, they just don't seem to care.
No,
and,
like Jay said, you get the dealer board involved. They cannot ignore the dealer board.
Amy's best bet now is, while we're researching the clue report in her vehicle, is to get the government started on this.
Here's what we need more than anything, and the dealer board will handle it. If we can get something saying this car was salvaged prior to the date she bought it, that's it. If there was a full total loss on this car prior to her buying it, whatever the date is beyond that one damn paragraph, if we can get that, and I think Brian Burns is going to come back with that, we'll go from there. I mean, that's it. We're just going to go to Carly now. Carly, what is the issue with Liberty Mutual? What is going on here? I'm looking at the clock here. I got to do this. Do you know about this one, Dimitri?
Yeah,
real quick. Give me just like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. So her brand new BMW was wrecked by somebody. That somebody's insurance company paid all but $1,100 of the repair bill because they wanted her to use used parts and aftermarket parts
on her brand new 2025 BMW.
Yeah, and then she also consulted petty details.
Okay, hold on.
Which we'll know about more in a minute.
Yeah, I'm dying to hear what happened on here. They tried to put the screws to her over $1,100. You got a brand new car and they want to use used parts. A brand new car. A spot. 2 spots. I really need to know. Pull up our fix-it order. I do not understand why we have 8 fix-its today. This is really crazy.
She's had a lot of screw-ups this month.
I'm telling you, well, it might not be her. It's probably traffic. But
Tablet thing was her.
For the life of me, I have no idea why we would have. I've done more fix-its than I've ever done in my life. I mean, God bless them. I love them.
You just cut them out.
How many have we... Dragon, can you tell me how many Fix-It Lives I had today? And maybe next hour. Fix It 24/7. Yeah, I can't stop harping. I'll tell you why. Because soon as the cold weather comes, the deal's going to go away. $39. They come out, they tear apart your furnace, they get rid of the dirt. It's for new customers. You've heard me talking about it. Finally, pull the trigger. Get it done. I promise you're going to be calling into the show saying, Mark, you were right. Best deal ever. A couple hours, a deep clean, $39. You get to learn about their company. They do cleaning. They do heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drain cleaning. They have electricians. They do it all. Home services. And they want to prove to you what a great company Fix It 24/7 is. Get this scheduled now before it gets cold. $39. New customers. FixMyHome.com. FixMyHome.com. Joseph A. Lazara. You find yourself in a bind with the law. Maybe a DUI you've been accused of. Maybe child abuse. I'm talking about different things he has covered. He's done murder cases, shoplifting, assault, child abuse, domestic violence, DUIs. If you can think about it, he's done it, and I'm not kidding. You need help if you've been accused of a crime, and Joe's the best out there. He knows all the DAs. He knows the judges. If you're guilty, he's going to get you the best deal out there. And if you're innocent, he can get in front of a jury and prove you're innocent. Put this phone number in your phone. You don't want to be Googling criminal attorneys near me when you're sitting in the can somewhere. Mm-hmm. Put it in your phone. 303-429-6200. Joe Lazara, 303-429-6200.
It looks like there's 3 today. There was 4 lives today.
I think I've had more than 4.
You fixed it out.
How many was
So they get their whole weekly budget today?
Yeah.
Sure we had 5
Hold on one.
so far.
He said 4, and there might be another.
Nice.
Can you see if there's one next hour?
No, you've done 4 in these 3 hours, and that's it.
It's going to be
that's
a
it for the
total
day.
of 4.
You can't see yesterday, can you?
Yeah.
Did we tell her to book them?
We said 3-2-2. 3 Wednesday, 2 Thursday, 2 Friday. That was our schedules. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, see what we had the last 2 days. That's curious. Maybe what happened is they ended up being make goods that rolled into today, or I've done the last 3 days.
Yeah, you had 2 yesterday.
I've been doing a shitload of them. How about Wednesday?
Coming up.
So that's 4.
Are you swamped, Kevin?
It's actually quieting down a little bit.
Okay.
Which is normal this time of year.
4
Dry, mild
on Wednesday.
weather.
So 8, 9, 10 lives this
No
week.
air conditioning anymore.
All right. You don't
last
need
3
AC.
days.
Yeah.
So, but now, just make sure we only pay for what we paid for.
Well,
And
yeah,
if so,
for
I've
sure.
got no problem.
Well, for sure.
Yeah, that's
I only
true.
paid for
Yeah,
what I
it
ordered.
gets a little quiet.
How many guys do you have working down there? Mechanics.
4.
Do you?
And if they gave extra.
Did?
Talk to her about that.
Yeah, okay, see.
Was it because lack of work, or was it
No, it was a few issues.
being a Shannon?
Yeah, especially
No,
in these 3
that
hours.
was
I mean, you can split it over maybe 1 an hour, but I mean, it's just been so condensed in these 3 hours.
Yeah, it's very condensed.
Yeah.
No, we give anybody
They get started.
60 days
Yeah.
to evaluate.
probation. That's what we used to do. Probationary period.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There's been a lot.
And
A lot.
Oh, you guarantee even if there's work?
Okay.
I know health insurance killed us. I mean, just paying it.
Hey, Grok, what can you tell me about Kevin Calkin and Sheridan Auto Tech?
Great company.
Kevin Calkin doesn't seem tied to Sheridan Auto Tech.
Uh-oh.
The owner's Kevin Calkin, not Calkin. Sheridan Auto Tech's a family-owned spot in Lakewood, Colorado, running over 20 years. They fix all makes and models, focus on honest service, and get great reviews. 4.8 out of 5 on places like Bird Eye and SureCritic.
But wait. No, wait, you're missing me. Does he know how to smoke ribs, though? Does this guy know how to smoke ribs? Is there anything about his barbecue techniques you can find anywhere?
Yeah, how much ribs?
Oh, gotcha. You're asking if Kevin Calkin knows how to smoke ribs? I dug around, and there's no direct link between him and Sheridan.
So you're saying he can't smoke ribs, right? You're saying his ribs are probably not worth trying. Hey, what do you know about Dimitri? What's your last name?
Major.
No, come on. What is it?
Major.
What is it? Hey, Suzanne, what's Dimitri's last name?
Major. What about Major?
How do you spell it?
Blah, 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 blah.
C-H-E-R.
Wait a minute, are you broadcasting us over the YouTube?
I just said C-H-E.
How about I hold up your home address to the camera again, like yesterday?
What do you know about Deputy Dimitri?
Good God.
I'm going to give his last name out to the
What do you know about Deputy Dimitri and the Tom Martino Show?
for this long, and they're going to find him.
I honestly have no idea what your last name is.
Really?
That's probably a good thing.
Well, good. Don't tell Mark.
I know what it is.
I'll email it to you.
Please.
Yeah, Chernak. Russian. Oh my God, that's funny.
Walking the dogs. It's now easier than ever. You can now set Denver's talk station as a preset
Awesome. Doing it now.
on the free iHeartRadio app.
Oh my goodness. I have so much fun with Grok. If you have not got a subscription to Grok, it is absolutely mind-blowing. Don't you guys acknowledge that? Tell me that's not cool, D.
That's not cool. This thing barely worked when you tried to have a search for me.
I asked it about you. It knew exactly who you were.
It said I was a cop. It said I was
didn't.
ex-military.
No, it didn't. It said you're one of the newer deputies,
Yeah.
almost like a cop on the show. The kind of guy that would do the ride-alongs and go out. That's what it said. It's pretty remarkable. All right, so let's jump over to this. So what is going on with this Carly thing? What ultimately happened? I'm hoping to hear she got her $1,100 back. Are we still battling it out with Liberty Mutual? Where are we at on
Yeah,
it?
your hopes are about to get dashed. So I did correspond with Liberty Mutual, and or is it Safeco?
Liberty Mutual looks like.
They're the same company, actually. So Safeco and Liberty Mutual are the same company, it turns out. So, no, they, as of about a week ago, they steadfastly refused to pay.
Did Brian get involved?
No, we had Brian during Carly's first call. You may recall that from a few weeks ago. And Brian said that, hey, they can dictate used and aftermarket parts for their own customers, but they can't dictate used and aftermarket parts for the damaged party who's not their customer.
And whose insurance was this? The at-fault?
Yeah, the at-fault driver.
So, Carly, I'd sue the driver. Is it a student?
Yes.
It's $50. We will help you, not in a legal fashion, but we can send you over the paperwork. You can file it, and I bet you they cough up the money almost instantly. It's well worth the $50. Dee, do you see any way she loses this if we have the facts straight?
No, I don't. I've read the entire body shop bill. I actually called and spoke with a body shop, and the guy said, look, she's in the right. We are even required to use, we're a BMW authorized repair facility. They don't allow us to use used.
Wait, I just thought of something. Yeah. You said Brian was involved in the first call, and I do assume it is Safeco now. Is it Safeco?
Carly, is it Safeco or Liberty?
It is, but
It's Safeco.
everything says Liberty on it.
Yeah, I know, but it's Safeco. And the reason I say that is Brian has a ton of connections at Safeco. Has he actually made a call on her behalf to somebody at Safeco?
No, but I can ask Brian to do that.
I want to do, Carly, let's do that. Then we're going to go down the small claims route. Like I said, it's only going to cost you $50. We will help you, at least send you copies of the paperwork, instructions. It's very simple. It's going to take maybe an hour of your time, of your time. And then I think you're going to get all your money. But the first thing I want to do is I literally want to have Brian get involved.
And there is more.
And what?
There is more on this story.
All right, hold on. We'll do it after this. 303. Hold on, Carly. 303-713-8255. 2 open lines. Call in now.
JR from the road in Denver.
No one's going to know that.
Well, let's just see if anything comes up.
What's his real
Hey, Grok, do you know anything about a character on YouTube called JR from the road in Denver?
Well, digging through YouTube, there's no standout JR from the road tied to Denver. Closest is folks covering John Denver's country roads, like J.R. Richards.
Dude, I hope you kept the receipt.
No, that's not it. Hey, tell
Okay,
me.
there you go, JR.
Tell me more about Dimitri and what he does.
Ask about Tim Medlin.
All right, so Dimitri Chernak. He's that hands-on troubleshooter on Tom's show. The one who tags along with deputies for ride-alongs, fixes busted stuff mid-scene, like engines or gadgets, and basically turns chaos into order. Folks say he's ex-military, super resourceful, got this calm vibe even when things go sideways.
That's true. And the stripper announcer voice.
Are you liking this now?
You liking it? Yeah.
And welcome to the stage.
Some say he's got a tricked-out truck.
April Snow is up next.
Yeah, do you know his sexual preference?
Oh, shit.
According to his porn
Strippers.
Oh.
Is she searching through my Pornhub account?
Can you look through his Pornhub history for us, Grok? Can you somehow dig
She's
into
so
his
shocked.
Pornhub?
She hung up on Mark. I can't believe my eyes.
No way. I can't peek at anyone's Pornhub history.
Oh, why not?
I'm what?
We're just happy you're here to entertain us.
Hello, Tom Martino Show.
Do you want to look up Tim Medlin?
Hey, let me ask you a serious question. Who do you think's going to blink first in the government shutdown? Do you think the Dems are going to cave? The Republicans are going to cave? What do you think?
Based on the mess right now, I'd say Democrats hold the edge. Polls show most folks pointing fingers at Republicans.
Wow.
With healthcare subsidies on the line.
Interesting.
Trump's got leverage to
Biased
wait it out.
bitch.
Republicans like Thune are calling it a Dem shutdown. But Trump's team might crack if military paychecks bounce next week. Voters hate that.
You need to text
Game
to
theory, both are bluffing.
57739.
But
That's our
economy
short
dipping
code.
could force the GOP to fold first. Maybe Tuesday. Hard to
And
call,
then start the body of your text.
Wow, it's going to be interesting.
And it'll go
I've lost my husband to Grok.
Though they had a thing on the news yesterday about a
Okay,
food pantry
thanks.
for government employees.
Oh, God.
They haven't even missed a paycheck yet.
That's crazy.
Hey, we should go.
Well, they
go get some
no, you have to
free
have a
food.
government ID. But I mean,
I can print those.
Government employees.
It's crazy.
I mean, they got paid on
It's
the first.
purely for show.
They get paid next week. and
It's
next
for
month.
show.
Have you ever had government cheese?
Oh yeah,
It was
good.
awesome.
It was awesome.
I love
It's a
government
big brick,
cheese.
isn't it?
Suzanne actually had government cheese growing up.
Yeah, my
I
friend.
did too.
Literally.
Remember that? Yeah, it was one with like Velveeta.
Big old brick of cheese. Yeah, like Velveeta.
Velveeta, yeah.
God, we would melt
It was good, huh?
We would melt big, thick
You
slices.
didn't even have
of
to refrigerate it.
You didn't leave it out,
Yeah, that's
leave it
right.
out on the counter.
it. Like the flies would die.
Leave it out on the porch.
What was the name of the stripper that Dimitri was dating?
April Snow.
Candy Cane.
Candy cane. April Snow.
And see, every time I ask it a question like that, it's forming a file on you. So when other people ask, and I say it in the affirmative, he dates nothing but strippers. Please update
more
the
like
file.
Affirmative, Mark.
Please.
You had it right the first time.
Is it true that Deputy Dimitri Social Security number is
524.
there's Tim Medlin. Let's see.
All right, let's do
What
it.
do you think you could have over that? Ask
Grok.
Let's see who this is. Hey, Grok, look up a Tim Medlin, Medlin. I believe he's going to be out in where was Rowley?
Fort Lupton.
Fort Lupton, Colorado.
Tim Medlin, Medlin. There's a guy in Fort Lupton, Colorado, who's superintendent for streets and utilities there. But that's down the road in Fairplay. Wait, no, your Rowley's up in Weld County, right?
No, it's not Rowley. Hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself. Tim Medlin, he's an electrician, I believe. In Colorado, I thought possibly in the area you're talking about.
Tim Medlin's a master electrician licensed in Colorado, based out of Brighton near Fort Lupton, yeah. Does low voltage stuff, new installs, service upgrades, you name it. Folks say he's solid. No complaints on the boards. If you're calling about a job, hit him at 729-387-297.
Hit him up.
No, it's not about a job. I'm curious about his social life. Is he like on Facebook and stuff? Give me the skinny on this guy.
Tim Medlin's not big on Facebook. Has a profile, but it's locked tight. No public posts or pics. Looks like he keeps work stuff separate. Maybe lurks but doesn't post. No juicy social deeds out there. Guy's low-key, focuses on wiring houses over selfies. Anything specific you're sniffing around for?
I thought
Apparently he's a pilot.
Yeah, is he a pilot? Does he have a license to fly a fixed wing or anything?
From what I can see, no. Tim Medlin's an electrician, not a pilot. No FAA records pop up for a fixed-wing license, and nothing online ties him to flying. If he's got some private hobby plane stashed away, it's off the grid, but publicly, grounded.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, thank you, Grok. As always, we appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Grok.
Anytime.
That's Model 4 for people on YouTube. That's not the free Model 3. I have the Model 4. It digs deep.
Of course.
Big Bertha was the name of Dimitri's stripper.
And now, coming to the stage, Big Bertha.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
She looked like that gym teacher from Porky's.
Oh, that's good, Dimitri.
Mrs. Ballbuster.
Gym teacher.
Oh, that's funny. I sit there and talk to that damn thing in my car now. We'll talk about politics. We'll talk about everything.
You got a new friend.
Generally, it's kind of prep for this show.
Really?
Like, I'll tell you this. I didn't realize there was 2 shootings and like 3 or 4 stabbings in Denver in the last few days. I thought they had it cleaned up and there was cops everywhere. That's a bunch of shit.
Rockler and the rest of them. It's just been great.
Afternoons 2 to 4 on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. We're here to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. It's car day here on the Troubleshooter Show. Of course, Kevin Calkin joining us almost as usual. I got Deputy Dimitri, Deputy Bo, my wife Suzanne, my beautiful wife. We have got Dragon running the board on the other side. Kelly answering your calls. You get the idea. We're here to help. You've been ripped off. You got trouble out there. We love helping people. We have attorneys lined up. Speaking of great attorneys, Dan McKenzie, if you have not had your estate planning done, you got to give this guy a call. And if you haven't had it done for a long time, maybe your kids are grown up, you're really starting to think about what to do. The asset protection part of what he does is unbelievable. You got to start thinking you want to leave your offspring, you want to leave your heirs as much as you can. Think about tax ramifications, talk about Medicaid liens, talk about asset protection. Doesn't matter if it's asset protection, wills, trust, power of attorneys. McKenzie is the guy. 833-CO Plans. 833-CO Plans. Give him a call, talk to him. You're going to love this guy like you're going to love all of our sponsors at referralist.com. Now, I want to go back to Carly. I'm going to bring her up, but basically she had an accident. It's very curious because what happened was Carly brought her BMW in brand new. It was actually her daughter's, a little tiny fender bender. Well, how much damage was it? It was like 10 grand, wasn't it?
Mark, it was about $6,500.
Yeah, 6.5, which is easy to do on a brand new BMW.
With a tiny dent.
Yeah, with a tiny dent. So $6,500. And what happened, she brought it into the body shop. They fixed it up. She's happy with it. And the other insurance company refused to pay for new parts. They wanted to either use used ones or aftermarket, whatever. She wanted OEM, so she ended up spending about $1,100 out of pocket, which I think is absurd. But now that I'm thinking about it, Carly, I told you about diminished value. Did you put a diminished value claim in?
Yep, $0.00.
See, you got to go after. You can't sit around taking it from these people. You got to literally sue that driver. So I'm going to go there. I still want Brian Burns to make that call because he does know people. He's one of their largest brokers in Colorado. Is why he has a little pull with Safeco. But really, you've got to go after them. They owe you probably $5-6 grand in diminished value, and on top of that, they owe you that $1,100, in my opinion. Absolutely. Why did they deny the diminished value?
Well, okay, so I had some problems of my own, and I had a major surgery. I forgot that in November, before the April incident where this kid hit her, some lady sideswiped her in the Target parking lot. And she tried to flee the scene, and a guy saw her and stopped her. And it didn't do, I mean, it was minuscule. I think we got like $500. And we probably would have let it go, except for the fact that she was fleeing the scene. Not
How did they
the right
know?
thing.
How did the insurance company know? How does this tie into the story?
They found the claim record for that car, and they said, hey, this BMW, a few months prior to this accident that's at the center of this controversy, had been involved in another accident, and therefore its value has already been diminished.
Hey, Kelly, do me a favor. Get on Petty. Get him on, because I don't know if that's necessarily correct. How much was the payout on the first one?
I want to say like $650.
$650.
And we couldn't find anything on it. Like the check that they wrote us or anything. I couldn't find anything. Yeah, I mean, it was nothing.
But Safeco found it.
I mean, like I said, we totally forgot about it.
Yeah. You were going to bring something else up about it.
Yeah, this was it. So they denied her
diminished
value based on some previous minor accident.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's correct. I mean, we're going to, if we can get Petty on, we're going to find out really quick. But I mean, ultimately, my understanding is there's a big difference between a $500 or $650 scratch and a $6,500 free damage to the vehicle when you're looking at a Carfax. Let's just kind of hold on. We're going to see if we can get Petty on and ask him. But no matter what, our action plan is we're going to try to get Brian to literally call somebody up over there.
Yeah, now Brian indicated he'll be back to work on Monday.
Yeah.
So on Monday, we'll have an update on this matter.
We'll do it.
With Brian's input.
And then secondary, you just sue. Literally, you take her to small claims court for the $6,000 in diminished value and the $1,100. We're under $7,500. Only going to cost her $50. Mm-hmm. You know, I've never lost one.
Well, plus another $500. So Carly has yet to engage Petty Detail Services to get an official report from them. Right now.
Speaking of which, hold on. Hey, Justin.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I've got to ask you something. I think we talked to you briefly on this. Maybe not, though. We talk to you so often. By the way, everybody, this is Justin Petty. He owns Petty Details. These guys are experts, not just at diminished value, but values. If your car's totaled, of course, there's not going to be diminished value. But if you're fighting with your insurance company on the value of that vehicle, this guy can go in and basically open up the appraisal process if needed, get all the information together and fight to get you the most money. That's what Justin does. He values vehicles and depreciation on vehicles. 2025 BMW. Almost brand new. I don't know how many miles on it. Actually, it's probably worth asking. I think we talked about this one before. Carly, how many miles were on it on this second accident?
Well, that's the thing. Okay.
Oh, my God. Every time I talk to you, it's a thing. I mean, really, how many miles were on it?
Well, they're telling me that it was a lot more, and I know it was like 1,500, and I don't know if there's a way to prove that.
Okay, but what do you think it was?
Time of the accident.
What do you think?
I think it was around about 900 miles.
Okay, well, under 2,000 miles, no matter what, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
I don't even think that matters. But Justin, so under 2,000 miles, brand new BMW gets hit in a parking lot. $6,000 in damage. The other insurance company, Safeco, would not pay the entire bill. Carly ended up coming $1,100 out of pocket because she wanted OEM parts, and I don't blame her whatsoever. It's a brand new car. So we're kind of dealing with that behind the scenes with one of our insurance people. Diminished value. I said, you got to put a diminished value claim in. It's probably around $5,000-$6,000. So it's $6,000 in damage or $7,000 damage. What do you think the diminished value would be right there, Justin? Just a total guess.
So I don't know the value of the vehicle, but it's typically a percentage of the value of the vehicle.
How much did you pay for that vehicle, Carly?
My husband says 42,000.
So let's knock off, because it was brand new, let's knock off $7,000, even though it was only 2,000 miles.
35K, and you're talking about something like 11% of that. So something like $4,000.
Okay.
$4,000 to $5,000.
I told her you reach out to that other driver's insurance when you talk to them. Not only about the 1,100, it's brand new, less than 2,000 miles. It's ridiculous that they want to put a used part or put aftermarket or whatever. It's absolutely absurd in my opinion. And I said, bring up the diminished value claim. And she goes, what is that? And we explain that to her. She brings it up. They come back and tell her, well, when there was about 400 or 500 miles on this car, there was a claim for how much, Carly? $650?
Yeah.
Some lady, and what did the lady hit? I can't even imagine on a BMW what you could fix for $650. What was it?
It was just a scratch on the front bumper.
Okay, and $650 ends up on her clue report. So now they're arguing, Safeco is arguing, there is no diminished value because it was already diminished because of the $650 claim that was done on it. I mean, tell me how that works in real life. Not in Safeco's world, but in real life, how should that work?
Yeah, one accident's bad, two is worse. Each instance, I've been to the Supreme Court here in Texas on that issue on a second claim against State Farm. You can have diminished value twice for sure, but it is definitely makes it more complicated to figure out because you do have to consider that if it was brand new and it had a bumper cover repaired, it's going to have that hit on it, but that just means you start from a slightly lower value for the second accident. And you look at what the value would have been at the time of the second loss, and you have to look at each one on its own merit. You can't just say, oh, it already had an accident, so it can't have diminished value.
So Justin,
that's not real.
What can you seriously do for Carly if she engages with you? Your fee's $500, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these kinds of cases I help just for the principle of the matter. I'll tell her the truth. We'll run numbers and figure out how much it really would be, and then if we can decide if it's worth a fight or not. They're difficult. These cases are difficult. You need a good expert. You need to be able to put pressure on the carrier the right way to get their attention. And so on cases like this that are, I'll just consult, if you will, with the person about what type of damages they, can prove up.
Carly, I want you to do that. We're going to hit this on two fronts. We're going to talk to Brian Burns Monday, or actually over the weekend. Do we have her VIN and everything?
Okay. Yes, I have it on one of the repair bills.
And I want her, any information from Safeco, I want you to send to Dimitri. And then we need to get this over to Brian so Brian can literally reach out to the adjusters he knows personally at Safeco and try to get her something. Meantime, today, Carly, when you hang up with us, I want you to call Justin, give him all the information he wants, and let's get a real conversation if it's worth engaging with him to go after it. This is all he does for a living, and he's done great. In fact, you told me about one, Justin, diminished value. I asked you one time, the biggest one you ever did, just diminished value, not the damage claim. How much was it? Listen to this. It was some exotic car. How much was it?
Yeah, it was $100,000.
$100,000 in diminished value.
What was the car?
Well, the more expensive the car, the quicker the diminished.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what
the Ferrari Superfast.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Ferrari
It was a 2007 decked out Lincoln
town car.
It was a Lincoln town car.
With an air suspension.
So, Justin,
Ford Ranger.
Anybody out there, Justin does this for free for people. I mean, he'll give you the free advice, but if you want to hire him, and I'll give you an idea why you would, probably the biggest thing, diminished value is one thing, but the other thing he does all the time is your car's totaled and you're dealing with your own insurance company. You can't get diminished value because one, it's totaled, and two, if it's your own company, you agreed not to go after it. But they want to pay you $15,000 for your car, and you know damn well it's worth $19,000. That's where you give Justin $500 and he gets you the $19,000. But hold on, you can reach Justin at two different ways: diminishedvalueexpert.com, diminishedvalueexpert.com. Free conversation. He's a great guy. You heard him. Or call him, and Carly, I want you to call him 214-227-2154. 227-2154. Of course, you can find them at referralist.com. Now, John, hold tight, and Jay, hold tight. You guys are coming up. We're going to, Safeco, let me tell you something. I hate Safeco. Safeco told me I had no claim whatsoever, and I ended up with $40,000. Wow. But I had to fight like a son of a bitch with it with Matt. I had to fight even past Matt. I had to go and do appraisal. After they agreed to pay me something, then we had to argue of how much. It was an uphill battle. It was ridiculous.
Don't all insurance companies just suck? I mean,
some suck.
No, Chubb and some of them, they don't care. You pay a shitload for them, though.
So I'm switching to Travelers because I was told that they'll do.
Vestera Turnkey. They make it really simple if you want to get into the property business. Basically, Barry Miller has a knack for finding a house somewhere. Generally, it's a brand new house or only a couple years old. It's not a fix and flip by any means. It's ready to rent out. You buy it. The reason you're buying it is because Barry did research on that area, and the house should appreciate very quickly. So you buy it, you own it, he finds the right property manager, you rent it out, you get the rent check, you service a loan if you take a loan out. If not, you just cash flow on it. And then as it appreciates, you sell it. When you sell it, that's where you make your money. We have listeners that have made 40 to 50%, listen to this, annual returns. Go to VesteraTurnkey.com, VesteraTurnkey.com.
He had to send his FFA,
Who?
10
Why?
to show you Grok didn't give you all the info.
What is it?
It's his,
Let me read this. United States of America. Hold on. Department of Transportation.
Private
And what's that say? What's that at the bottom? Cracker Jack? What is Cracker Jack? Cracker Jack. Oh,
brought to you by Cracker Jack.
interesting. What's that sticky stuff on it? Oh.
Can I see it, Suze?
Sure.
Is this Cracker Jack?
This is out of the
I thought he was really a pilot.
I knew he was a pilot. It's interesting, though. It's came out of a Cracker Jack box.
I didn't know you could get your pilot's license.
I'm a pilot, too. Yeah, that's the ticket. I'm a pilot.
Cool.
Yeah, I fly helicopters and space shuttles. Yeah, that's what I do. I fly all that shit. I like the space shuttle. I fly that all the time.
Fly it on Tuesdays.
I got to bring it back to the Smithsonian when I'm done.
We know all about Case 31.
What's
Don't
case?
worry. Because
Case
Case
13.
is razzing or
Wait,
something,
wait.
and Tim's like, watch out,
Wait.
Mark will AI your ass
Wait.
next.
Who am I? I'm breakdancing, and I'm a rapping. I'm a rapper, and I'm breakdancing.
Well, don't quit your day job.
Case 13. That's case 13. We found you. I've seen your videos. It's like Drew's brother.
Drew's.
Mark's on a tear today, people. He can't go number 2 anymore.
So for people, for people on YouTube, Drew is literally on YouTube all the time, undercover as Case 13. These are some of the quotes that he has said.
I love Case 31. I bet he's a hoot to hang out with.
Oh yeah,
I bet
a real pleasure.
I bet, and he likes Taylor Swift, so that we would have lots to talk. I think I want to say he is.
Let's ask him.
Most people are. Mark's a closet Swiftie.
I'm not a closet Swiftie.
Yeah, you're a Swiftie.
Name a song, I'll sing it.
I don't think I know any of her songs.
Oh, Mark knows plenty of her
I
songs.
walked through the door with you. The air was cold,
He gets passionate
but
too.
something like it felt like home somehow. And I
Friday night, Dad's had a few
left my
beers.
scarf
He's
there
singing
at
Taylor
your sister's
Swift.
house, and you still got it.
I'm actually,
in your
Kate
drawer,
says, I'm
even
actually
now.
Jennifer from Georgia.
That's funny.
That makes sense. I thought actually that was Savvy calling in that time when she was calling herself Jennifer.
Yeah,
You thought that was Savvy?
Yeah, I thought so.
Nobody can stop you from being stupid.
Play that again.
Yes, you have a right to be stupid. Nobody can stop you from being
Listen to
stupid.
this.
Nobody can stop you.
Listen from this.
Wait, play
Your
the
lawyer
other now.
friend seems as stupid as you are, Mark.
No, play the other one.
She was a big minority woman.
The first stupid one.
Yes, you have a right to be stupid. Nobody can stop you from being stupid.
I love Drew.
That's perfect.
Chopper says the FAA gives licenses for computers. Question mark.
For drones. Oh, that's what Tim's
Chopper
got.
is such a shit stirrer.
He's probably got one of those KB toy drones, and that's his drone license.
Oh, Chop. you
Yeah,
are
I
a
fly
naughty
rocket
child.
ships. My name's Tim. I love rocket ships.
We'll just sit at the brewery and look at these
There it
lights.
is.
I can't deal with that while you're trying to do the show.
Right on time.
Here's what.
Good afternoon, Tom Martino.
It's so great that the three amigos can't see me.
Yes, we are.
Who put that?
Chop, he's like...
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, 303-713-8255. Please don't forget to tell all your friends if they need help, advice, anything. You listen to the show, you see what it's about. Our goal in life is to get money back from you. We're going to stick on this Safeco deal until the right thing is done. And I promise you, you will hear a good update on this at some point. Sometimes it takes time. I'm going to go right to the lines, but I'm going to do a little raging for a second on Safeco. Safeco screwed me. Safeco told me I had no damage. I had to go to bat for myself. I had to hire Matt from Paragon and go after Safeco just to acknowledge I had a claim. Once they acknowledged that, they only wanted to give me 10 grand for the claim. Then I had to go into the appraisal clause, and open that up, hire my own expert. I ended up with $40,000. They wanted to pay me a goose egg. They said they didn't owe me, and they did, and I knew they did, and I proved they did, and I finally got paid on it. In fact, Suzanne, I got my depreciation check, the last $10,000.
You sure did, just a few weeks ago.
It took over a year and a half, but it went from $0 to $40,000. You got to know what you're doing, and that's what we teach you here every day on this show. John, what's going on with you?
Yes, I've got a question about a transmission in a 2019 Honda Accord.
Go ahead, sir.
I bought the car brand new, and when I bought it, it came with a lifetime warranty on the powertrain, the engine and the transmission. Car's got 105,000 miles on it, and the transmission went out 2 days ago. They drained the transmission fluid. It's black. It's burned up. And the dealer where I bought the car is going to honor the warranty that they provided as part of this purchase. And so, when right now what we're doing is they want to see my service records, and I've submitted those records.
Oh no, I think I know where this is going.
Okay, well, my question is, what's the proper way to repair this transmission? I'm out in the middle of nowhere in Kansas, and there's no transmission shop. I don't think like you guys have there in Denver. What's the proper repair?
Where are you in Kansas? Like, what's the closest real town?
Well, the car was purchased from probably the biggest Honda dealership in Kansas, in Wichita, but the car broke down on Wednesday, where the closest dealership was.
Well, forget about dealerships. What's the closest, biggest town where it broke down? I mean, it doesn't have to be a massive town, but a town with like more than 5,000 people.
Okay, the car's been towed to Hutchinson, Kansas, to the Honda dealership, and that's where it's sitting.
And how much are they quoting you, or have they even looked at it?
They've looked at it, and they have two options. They will install a used transmission for $4,700, or they will install a rebuilt Honda transmission for $6,700.
Kevin, give me just some general thoughts on this.
Well, yeah, I mean, where he is tough, but you know, they're very affordable used transmissions with low mileage for that car.
So,
is that an option for them, or can you get it out of there and take it to another shop?
Yeah, I could do that. I could take it to another shop.
Because one of the biggest salvage places we buy parts from, LKQ, ships stuff out of Kansas.
So
I mean, parts are available there.
There's a place near you, and I don't know this guy, but it's Sutton Kaufman. Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service. He's got a 4.6 out of 5 on Google with lots and lots of reviews. Family owned and operated transmission, 1957. This guy's seen a few transmissions. He's Jasper certified for remanufactured transmissions with 3-year, 100,000-mile warranty, praised for fair pricing and no upselling. I mean, to me, that's the kind of guy. That sounds like Jeff Vick, but a lot closer to you. Sure. I would give him a call. I wouldn't necessarily get it towed over there right now, but give this guy a call and talk to him about it and get his thoughts on it. And I loved what Kevin said. Why do you think there's a lot of used ones out there for that, Kevin? Because if you could find a used one because the car got totaled for whatever reason.
And, well, he's got 100,000 on his now, but I'm seeing these out here with 60, 70,000 miles on them for $700-800.
Oh my God, that's cheap. Maybe ask this guy.
I would be tempted.
Ask Kaufman is a used. Ask him what he thinks. I wouldn't have the dealer do it. I just simply wouldn't.
The
I'm
dealer
sorry.
won't put a used one in.
They just simply won't do it. Do you want the phone number to that guy in Hutchinson?
Hey, I can find it. I've heard of him, but I will tell you that my two options that they're giving me, both of those options, the used or the rebuilt transmission, both of them, the warranty is only 12,000 miles.
Yeah.
12 months.
Yeah, well, what's a Jasper get these days?
Jasper's probably 3 and 100,000, but I get 12 on used ones from LKQ.
Yeah, on used ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's talking a rebuilt or a new is only 12.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Apples and oranges.
Listen, talk to him about a used one with at least a 12 warranty because he says he's Jasper certified. Talk to him about the 3-year 100K, how much that one would be. I mean, talk to him about the options, man. That's all this guy does. Here's what I like about him. Dealerships do everything. Dealerships sell cars. Dealerships sell mop and glow. Mm-hmm. They sell you tire protection, windshield protection. They do oil changes. They sell tires. They do car washes. Dealerships do everything. This guy, Sutton, does one thing. transmissions, and he's done them since 1957. Get me an endorsement deal with this guy. I mean, I don't even know him, and I love everything I'm reading about him. So, I mean, you got any other questions, Jay? I think we gave you some great options. Or I'm sorry, John.
No, that's excellent. I never would have thought of that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, call and talk to him. I love Kevin's idea. Kevin, I really love your idea. He's already got 100,000 miles on the vehicle. You can find a used transmission for under $1,000. What do you think, R&R?
Say $2,000 installed.
$2,000. You got a transmission with 60,000 miles. You got another 100,000 you're going to put on it.
Yep.
I mean, really think of the different options there. Dave, real quick, what is your question? Dave.
Yeah, Mark. Want to get your guys' opinion. Real quick, I was at a stoplight, got rear-ended from behind. Just shortly after that, like immediately later that night, the next day, the radio in the car keeps going on and off. So if I hit a bump, it'll go on. If I hit another bump, it'll come off. If I touch a button, I can turn it back on. So I'm trying to get your guys' opinion if you think that could be related from the rear end accident.
What kind of car is it?
If it's just coincidence. It's a 2010 Tahoe.
All right, hold on, Dave. Let me knock this break out, and I'll let Kevin think about that. That's a curious one. I'm dying to know what Kevin's going to say.
All right, Dee, good luck.
Oh, how do you move over there?
Well, why don't you just sit right there? You're going to actually walk out?
No, I'll be... I don't know what I'm going to do.
You can
Maybe
just
I'm gonna
unplug
party
him.
like it's
Good
1990.
afternoon.
And I got it. Can I do my update with Dee?
Well, first thing he's going to do is go back and do that call.
All right.
And then, honestly, does he have another call?
Yeah.
He can do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Are you nervous, Dee?
Huh?
Are you nervous?
No.
Oh, okay, good, because I'd be shooting my
Oh, do you
pants
not
right now.
use the phone?
No.
Dragon can man the phone, I'm sure.
Don't worry about hitting the button.
Okay, Dragon will do it.
So if you say Jay, he's going to bring Jay up.
Yeah, but we're going back to Dave here in a minute.
You have a question about...
I got an update,
Wow.
too, if there's dead space.
Hang-
You're calling him dead space?
No, if there's
There would be
there's
dead
no
space.
callers.
If I was doing, I'd start throwing up.
Oh, I got an update.
Does
If you need it.
Yeah, does mumbling count?
You got a couple of spots next break.
Yeah, this
Forgot what I was going to say.
Just for funsies.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got to throw him into the fire
Yeah.
because there's going to be some times where he's at Tom's and this radiation's kicking
You're comfortable on the intro?
I'm not right there.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
You going to use your announcer stripping voice? You've
Dee's
reached
gonna be
Dimitri.
Thank you, Ginger. Welcome back to...
Where's Ginger when you need her?
It's double Denise.
It's double Denise.
Doubles.
How does one get a stripper name? I mean, like you get with other strippers, or you just come up with one? Do they vote on it?
I think they just try and have a little bit of fun with it, like the radio
Yeah.
guys. One of the girls I knew, her last name was Wood, so she would.
Chopper, shut up.
She would be Holly.
Now you're saying too much.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't the whole thing for a porn name? It was like the street
you
name.
grew up on,
And like your pet, your first pet.
and your first pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine would be
The girlfriend's going
no.
on the weekend with her
Okay.
Yeah.
She's so worried that
Carlson
I'm going to take
Avenue.
care of the critters.
Candy was our
I'm just getting one time.
And don't forget, what is that, cat or something?
And don't forget to make their salad and steak
or
on
I would have-
Saturday night.
Well, they're not going to get quite what she does.
Yeah.
You know, when the food bowl's empty.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? These are stripper names.
She has all these little, oh, yeah.
She puts a lot of love in it.
all these little poppers.
doing well
and this
here.
and that. What bathrooms are their dogs? They even
I think the third
So
is
we have
okay.
dogs and a cat.
We have a walkout basement, so we've got high flight of stairs to go down into about 12, 15 feet of rock before you hit the dirt. So Mark goes on the deck and he's throwing the ball and the dogs run down, go through the rocks. I had my Nico was all messed up.
Oh,
now
Neeks.
Dima, my little Aussie's all twisted.
Now you know what's going on, yeah.
He was throwing the ball to her on Sunday and she gets out of her mind. Gets down those stairs, goes through those rocks.
Yeah, it's tough on her.
Yeah, it's just like...
Nico doesn't like those rocks?
See, I can throw my ball, to the dogs, and they just turn and look at me like,
Big deal. Right.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
dogs, they
You go look, Jason.
go crazy.
Well, no, they're pugs. They're couch dogs.
Oh, we're puggies.
Yep.
The bugs.
We see who can snore
Wait.
the loudest.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I hate to see what happened to you if anything happened to those dogs.
Oh, God, no, it
We'd
wouldn't
never
be-
see you again,
Yeah.
would we?
No, and it's
You'd
the
be
cat-
under the flowers.
Because the cat and I have this
Actually scared the crap out of me.
we look at each other. We fully understand.
So
It's
If it wasn't for her,
feeling is
if
mutual.
it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be here.
you never get door
Kevin's
knockers?
She
got
knows I know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Quit answering them after a while.
So she's concerned that I know.
So at like 7:30,
Really?
the doorbell rings.
I wouldn't do that.
Adam was.
We got a little vacation coming up.
He
Huh,
was
Kevin?
upstairs or
Yeah,
something,
you
and
know,
I was in the kitchen.
my
So
accident, 2 kids.
I go and and of course
They would pee
Odessa.
on my clothes.
has to
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
kinda cool.
That's when I'm done.
Every time I was by
Yeah.
the, she was sitting there at the window trying to catch a moth and close the window. You know, it's not
it's
Elizabeth. I mean, there's
a guy who wants to paint our house, and I'm like, we just had the house painted like a month and a half ago.
I'm
And he
sure the
said,
pugs are in good hands.
okay, well, here's my card anyway. I'm like, all right, thanks. But I'm like, 7:30 at night? I mean, it's it's dark. How the hell can you see?
Don't forget any like this one.
Am I missing
And then this one. It's like, yeah, okay, yes,
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show.
yeah. I wrote it all down when you told me yesterday.
Mental notes.
What's your name?
She's gone for a day. Like tonight,
Jared?
tomorrow night, back Sunday.
Okay.
I could not feed all of them nothing.
Did you need-
by the time she gets back, and they're still fine.
All right. What is the car company?
She's gone for 2 weeks or something.
Is she going out of town?
God.
Gone,
Like
gone?
fair play.
Oh, that's, she's still
with
within.
Airbnb cabin or something. Just go for
And
the
did-
weekend.
is
She
it
can drive back down in a couple hours and check on
She
your
probably
ass.
will. Yeah. Make sure the cat's inside before
Got
you go
it.
to bed.
Okay.
Every
And what
night.
is the year and make of your car? All right. Hang on for me. We'll try to get to you as soon as possible. Okay? Hold on. You're probably.
Knock him out, D.
Or drhi.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Welcome back to the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. Before we broke here for the ads, we got a call from Dave whose Chevy Tahoe got rear-ended and now the radio doesn't work quite right. Dave, you picked the perfect day to call in because in the studio with us we have Kevin Culkin from Sheridan Auto Tech. He's about the biggest auto expert of any of us have ever met. So, Dave, if I understand you correctly, your Chevy Tahoe got rear-ended, and prior to that accident, the radio was working fine, and now it comes in and out when you hit bumps, go over railroad tracks. Is that what's going on? Dave?
Coincidence, that's what I'm trying to check. That's why I waited till Friday, because I knew Kevin would be on. But just shortly right after the accident, the first bump I hit, the radio goes off, and if you touch a button, it'll come back on. It might stay on for a while. It might go right back off, but I'm trying to see if that could be, intertwined with the accident, or if the accident could cause that.
How big was
the accident?
Yeah, how hard was the hit?
So it's, I was at a stoplight. She hit me from behind. She pushed me a little bit, say 2 feet. It's all the damages in the back of the vehicle's, cosmetic. Of course, the park assist and none of that stuff works anymore. It really did more damage to her vehicle than it did mine, but it was a pretty good shot. It moved me from a stop.
That's a big
So
hit.
he was hit hard.
Yeah. Well, any body shop or shop, they would include that in the supplement and just, let the insurance decide.
Is she insured? Is the insurance company?
That was going to be my next question. If your outfit could, like you guys always say, you got to prove it. You just can't say it. So,
Well, not all the time. Not when you not when you were hit. So, I would just include it in the body estimate that was damaged and see what they say. Because to prove it, you may end up spending more than it would cost to get a radio.
Are we talking about some really fancy aftermarket radio, or is this something that was standard in the Tahoe?
No, it came with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can get used ones, and plug them right back in for $100 or less.
Mm-hmm.
The time involved in trying to prove damage to the radio from the wreck is going to cost more than it would be to replace the radio.
Well, Kevin, with an impact like that, sounds like a pretty decent
But that's
impact.
why I said I wouldn't put
Could
any
the
effort.
wiring harness have come unplugged?
Sure, anything like that. But that's why I wouldn't put a lot of effort in it. I would just include it in the estimate that he's going to do for the damage.
Just see what they say.
Let's see what they say first.
I mean, they might just approve it without even thinking about it, right?
Just tell them
It's
what
such a
happened, and
cheap-
they'll just write it and say, yeah, don't worry about it.
Dave, what do you think? Does that sound like a decent plan?
I wouldn't have to go to you to get that. I could just go through a body shop to get all.
I would just tell them what's going on and have them included in the estimate.
Okay.
And Dave,
appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man. Hey, if they deny that, come back, see Kevin, see if you can get some documentation from him to help prove your case.
I kind of used the show the other day. I already got a little bit of static from him. Her insurance agent called me and said that her story and my story ain't lining up, and they wanted to ask me clarifying questions to get what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I used old John Fuller's thing. I said, I'll answer any questions you want as long as you send them to me in writing. And she paused for a minute. She goes, "What's the name of your lawyer?" And I said, "Well, I got one, but I haven't called him yet." So
good
that's
answer.
where we're at now.
Good answer. Hey, and by the way, if you're injured, if your neck hurts or whatever happens in an accident, make sure to call Fuller. Get his opinion. The consultation is free, and
I didn't know if his stuff was, like this stuff is, for a better word, if it's too small,
I don't think you'll have that problem. I think he takes big, small, whatever. And man, for the rear end car accident, who knows? That might be potentially pretty serious. So keep an eye on your health.
Yep.
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot, man. Have a great weekend over there. Call us if anything else comes up. Jay, looks like on line one, we got Jay who called in with a comment on car issues. Perfect timing, Jay. We've got Kevin over here. What's your comment? What do you have to say about car issues?
Actually, I wanted to continue. I seem to always make a comment and then I want to reiterate or I want to continue the conversation, but I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
The lady that had her insurance canceled because of the car was totaled.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters is what second they stroked the check to total the car. At that point, that car was a salvage title. Period. The end. No exception. Zero. None. She was never disclosed as buying a salvaged vehicle. She owns them. It doesn't matter who she owns. The second they totaled that car, it's salvage. Period. There is no negotiating. There is nothing else. That is the law. So all the fog and all the questions, they don't matter. The car was totaled by State Farm. The second they wrote that check, it was over.
Oh, so, yeah, I think the question, and Mark did some digging into the law on this, and it looked like, based on what Mark had found and based on what Mark had read on the internet, even if AutoNation didn't know that this was a salvaged or a totaled or whatever the actual term is, it seems like totaled is, I don't know, Mark, does it sound like total is the correct term for that? They should have, if anybody should have known about this, and this deal needs to get undone. So what we're going to do on Monday is follow up with Brian Burns from Compass Insurance. He's going to check the car equivalent of the Clue report and see if it's been updated with this, whatever it is, whatever it's going to be called. And then we're going to see if AutoNation would be willing to undo the deal. I'm not super optimistic, but tune in on Monday because we're going to have some more input from the insurance expert and from AutoNation. Looks like we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with a Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show.
Very good.
Freaking impressive, man.
Really?
You did awesome.
Really good.
God. Well, we don't even need Mark anymore.
Very kind of you to.
That's the plan.
Very kind of you to exaggerate like that.
No, you did
Super
really good. Really good.
Especially
Robbie
on
Fuller,
going to break.
combo.
Yeah, you're throwing out sponsors.
Kevin.
Saying how wonderful Kevin
Donuts.
is.
Yeah.
Mr. Free Pizza, Kevin.
Good job, D.
Thanks.
Okay, the connection is really bad. Jay, I don't know what you want from me. You've been on,
Yeah, we took your call. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, thanks. Bye. I gotta pee.
Red Rocks Roof and Solar. Oh my goodness. You know, if you have a commercial property, let's say a fourplex or a duplex, if it's a commercial property, it could be a garage that's detached, that's a shop for your corporation, a corporate project. You know, with grants and tax credits, there's a good chance Brooke at Red Rocks Roof and Solar can get it completely paid for, a free system. And in the landlord scenario, check this out. You could turn around and sell power to your tenants. They save money and you make more money. It's an incredible deal. I love grants. Think about that. Grants and tax credits, free solar system. Call up Brooke at Red Rocks. It's not too good to be true. It's absolutely, positively real. She'll explain how the grant system works. Some are federal, some are state, some are county, and then, of course, tax credits. Yes, they still are around for commercial projects. Now, the other thing is, you need any help with a residential system, they do it all. They can sell you a new one. On top of that, they can fix your old one. They could add a battery backup, a generator, an off-grid system. You get the idea. Brooke, just all she does is think about solar. Red Rocks RS, as in roof and solar. RedRocksRS.com.
Mark,
I'll do Fuller after this.
did you see Chris's email back?
No.
They're running Martino Lives through another sales rep.
Who is?
Fix it. So there's ours and then theirs. That's why there's so many.
That's good. That's a good answer.
Okay.
That's a great answer.
Okay. I'm glad you're okay with that.
No, I am definitely okay with that. They've always had another sales rep, too.
Do you have a Fuller spot now?
John Fuller, Fuller Law. In fact, Dimitri was just talking about him. Look, I've hired this guy twice. Both times, of course, the at-fault driver hit us. Both times, both of our cars were actually totaled. But he said something important. That guy said, I thought it was too little to call. No, if you've been hurt in an accident at all, you call John Fuller. He's going to give you free legal advice. He might tell you, hey, there's nothing I'm going to be able to help you out with. But let me tell you something. You might go to the emergency room and get checked out and feel okay, and 2 or 3 weeks later, you got problems. You might not go to the emergency room, not go to the ER, not even go to your primary care physician, and 2 or 3 weeks later, you're feeling like crap. Your neck hurts. Something's going on. It's just not normal. The quicker you call John, the better. The bigger gap of not getting checked out creates a harder case. That's a very true statement. But that's why you call John. Free legal advice. If you've been hurt in an accident, you call John Fuller. 303-597-4500. John Fuller, Fuller Law, 303-597-4500, or go to callfuller.com.
D? Case 31 said, stellar job, Deputy Double D.
Double D.
Got kudos from Medland, too.
Like, no, I don't know where Double D comes from because I just think of boobs.
Kevin, I'm going to hit you hard with what people should be doing, what appointments. Yep. Winter's coming up. We're going to tackle that real quick. You can free up Jay.
Good afternoon.
Jay calls 7 times.
He's called.
I like him. He actually has really good input, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Becoming a frequent caller.
We are actually probably done for
Who's
today.
it? Oh, we've got
I can take your name and number and call you on Monday.
Yeah.
oh, he was. We had a call on him yesterday.
Can't get rid of him.
New one too. This one was.
Approved.
Oh, we never heard back. I wonder what did happen. Remember, he was going to go down there.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I've been dealing with, well, I'll tell you today or Monday whenever there's time. Probably Monday.
What's your phone number?
Yeah.
You were never in radio before, were you? Were you ever in radio before?
Okay, I will
I used
call
to
you
listen to
at
Dr.
10 a.m. on
Demento
Monday,
show.
okay?
Okay, cool.
No problem.
The smogberry trees of Westwood, California.
Nice. I bet he also listened. Who was the guy out in the middle of the desert?
Johnny Fever.
No.
Johnny Fever.
No, who was it?
Art Bell.
Art Bell, thank you.
I've never listened to Art Bell.
You never listened to Art Bell? My God. If anybody should have... I thought he was Art Bell.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved Art Bell. I think they still play his stuff.
Yeah, I know he had a really great reputation.
Well, he believed in all that stuff, too. That's why the callers liked him.
Yep.
He believed it.
He was the originator of the tin hats.
The originator?
Pretty close.
The originalator.
Originalator? Oh, that sounds much better, yeah.
We'll get there on the double.
Case, you sure have a way with emojis.
Case 13, the rapper.
Yeah.
Double D.
Have him come. We should have Case. If Case is in Colorado, let's give him an invite to come in.
I would love to meet him. Case, will you?
Where's he
He's
from?
going to stay on the down low. He's one of those.
Oh, is he secret?
Like he's all like incognito and stuff.
I'm pretty sure Case 13, I've said this before, is probably like a 14-year-old girl.
No 14-year-old girls listening to this show.
That's true. That's a good point.
Suze, I'll send you an email about this, too, over the weekend, but...
They seem a little lopsided, don't they? Or is that just me?
Okay, no problem.
Oh, your hobby?
I'll be hanging.
Hobby trials.
Yeah.
Your hobby trial.
I like when attorneys are in. He's always trying, hey, you want to do a class action with me?
That pays...
Someone's trying to steal my signature smell.
With pro-Israel comedian Michael Rappaport upon his arrival in Denver, Friday at 2 on 630 KHOW.
Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. Listen, winter's coming up. It's coming up quick. In all seriousness, Kevin, what should someone have checked out? Is it still the same old days? You should have the coolant checked out to make sure it's good for winter? Or what are the things people should do?
Just general checkouts for fluids, belts, hoses. I mean, it's not complicated. Don't make it complicated. You know?
What stuff actually goes wrong in winter? That first time we have that 0-degree day.
Batteries.
Oh, yeah.
Batteries just, I mean...
And there's nothing you can do to really check them?
You can check them. You can see a battery 70, 80% as opposed to 100%, sure.
And if it's 70 or 80, it's...
You can only recommend it. And some folks, let's wait and see what happens. And sure enough...
Oh, wow. But if you have to start jump-starting it occasionally... You got a 4 or 5-year-old battery, it's showing up 60, 70%, just change it. And there's no such thing as, like, reconditioning a battery.
Well, you can buy reconditioned batteries. I don't know why you would, though.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah, you save $100, and the first time it doesn't, you spend $100 to get it jumped.
Tires, big deal now. People should check them. 30 seconds, you're crazy. I mean, 30 seconds, you're crazy in winter around here.
It's coming.
Yeah. I run snow tires. I know a lot of people don't. I doubt you do.
No.
But I've always run them. I don't mind.
When I was out in Elizabeth, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we do
everything
it.
Out there, yeah, absolutely.
We get quite a bit more snow than Castle Rock in Freighttown.
Yep.
We can have a foot of snow, and by the time we get into Castle Rock, it just started snowing, or the whole day they only got 3-4 inches.
Yep. And then the ice, as it melts and back and forth. Yeah, it's nasty out there.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Just don't overcomplicate things. It's not complicated. Just take it to a good shop, have a good inspection done in your car, just keep up maintenance. Simple.
Simple as that.
That's it.
I love your warranty, by the way. You know what his warranty is, D?
No, what's the warranty?
Anything they touch at Sheridan Auto Tech, and you can see all this at SheridanAutoTech.com. 3 years, 36,000 miles nationwide. He's part of the Napa Auto Care.
Napa Auto Care, exactly.
So these shops, how many are around the country? Like thousands.
Yeah, thousands of them, yeah.
So let's say he puts an alternator in and the part fails 2 years later.
In California somewhere.
In California, you're basically going to call a number.
Yep.
They're going to say, okay, there's a shop 3 miles away from you. Go down there. You'll be zero out of pocket. They'll swap it out, and you're on the road the same day.
That's awesome. It's like dealing with a 3,000 location company.
It's exactly.
That's a good way to look at it.
Are the batteries also covered by that huge nationwide warranty?
Not the 333, no.
No, but is it nationwide?
Yes.
Everything
God,
is.
so there is no downside to going to an independent shop anymore because it's like a 3,000
Well,
store
that's
chain.
not true. There's shops that definitely don't have that.
Oh, like Jeff Jolliffe?
Yeah, it's like Jeff Jolliffe. All right, people, we're going to be back here Monday, 303 Martino. Help at Troubleshooter.com. See you then.
Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino.
And stay connected with all of us
At 630 KHOW.
KHOW.com.
And on the iHeartRadio app.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hey everybody, it's Ryan Edwards for Thermal Home Solutions, thermalhomesolutions.net. Schedule a free energy audit when you visit their website, but they're probably going to tell you, like you already know, that about 40 to 50% of your heating and cooling is going out your roof and your windows. Stop wasting money. Give them a chance to prove to you how much more comfortable you can be in your home and how much they can save you money. Imagine cutting your energy costs in half over the life of your home. Don't miss out on the opportunity to install 6 of their Thermalizer triple pane windows and get your attic insulated for free. That's thermalhomesolutions.net.
Check it out. There is a spectacular free movie event on October 14th and the 25th at the AMC Highlands Ranch 24. The movie's called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. It exposes every crack in Social Security, from funding gaps to skyrocketing healthcare costs and much more. Join us for this free movie event, including popcorn and drinks, on October 14th or the matinee on the 25th. Seats are tight. Head to mymoneymovie.com right now to snag yours. That's mymoneymovie.com.
We've become so much more than a fixed frequency from a radio tower.
Take your radio with you.
630 KHOW is now available on multiple platforms and thousands of devices. Listen to Denver's talk station from anywhere
I stream online
at KHOW.com.
Did you hear that? I can't hear you. Speak up.
I heard that. I wish I didn't hear that, but I just heard that.
630 KHOW, Denver's talk station.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on the free iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Police in Tennessee trying to determine the cause of a deadly blast today at a manufacturing plant about 50 miles southwest of Nashville. At least 19 are still missing, and officials say there are multiple deaths.
A large area of land is burned out on fire after the explosion. Cars destroyed. Accurate Energetic Systems manufactures military-grade explosives for a number of industries. The ATF is now on scene. Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis says they have a lot of work to do to understand what unfolded.
This is not going to be something that we're going to be like a car wreck or something like that we're just going to clean up the debris and leave. We're going to probably be here for a few days.
ABC's Alex Stone. It is day 10 of the government shutdown with lawmakers not in session today. 750